Ez.
Carrick, Marshk.
Yep. Kronos Ez.
Arguthol.
Hatan Ez.
Tholdir.
Marcus Ez.
Corvus Adelas.
Sammy Ez.
Gifton Rockgren.
And Tobias Ez.
Oh, right. Cassiopeia Steelshod.
Okay.
I really love that. Just right.
Sweet.
Okay, so everybody's here. Good. Game's cancelled.
Oh, Dick, woo.
So we get like 700 XP, right?
Totes. Okay, so Toby, we're missing you in roll 20.
Aw.
Now, Sam, I think I recall you in the week begging me to let you do the recap.
I really want to do the recap, guys. I need inspiration so bad.
Okay, Sammy, go ahead and give us the recap.
Alright, so the recap is, during our last grand session, we made the embarkment into the Great Fae after catching up with Carrick and learning all the interesting things that happened with him that he didn't actually tell us, because he didn't actually tell us anything really pertinent other than he worked around and we did stuff. We went into the Fae after having been given loads of food and things like that from the nice tavern man. He told us to go check in on the hunters. I kind of flew ahead, checked in with the hunters, told them shoot anything that comes out. We had a runaway cart incident with Klopp. The party managed to get Klopp under control again. Klopp had decided Klopp go fast, and then after Klopp decided Klopp go fast, Klopp found out wagon make horrible noises when that happens and got scared, and that led to the whole chase scene. The party, upon reaching the Fae border, Gifton realized she could see the Fae border, which was new and interesting information. She also realized that she could embolden her allies to go through by kind of just force of personality, and we managed to go through. We delivered the wine without a hitch. We kept up the mirage without a hitch. We managed to get the satyrs to take the wine even though it wasn't quite ready yet. They were quite pleasant with Gifton. They offered to trade, in fact, the trade of the wine for Carrick, because Carrick. And on the party's way out, unfortunately, we knew we were being followed by sprites. I think we all knew that from the previous time. The sprites are in the trees and everything's watching us. Corvus noticed that we were being followed and tried to voice a word of caution, which was starting to break character maybe a little bit with us, or it might have just been that they were going to do it anyway. No one really knows what happened there, but they decided to just start pummeling him until they breached into his mind to read his surface thoughts, which I'm pretty sure the paranoia probably just fed into everything. But they decided to leave B alone at first. Once they did that, we realized, oh shit, they started making the trees alive, they started doing a whole bunch of other terrible shit. And basically, it ended up being just a terrible mess on the way out. We ended up running. I was listening to the voice in my head, at least I think it was a voice in my head, that told me that a safe path to go. It led us into basically the equivalent of a bunch of ruins, and all the other Fae were really upset and scared about it. I at one point used my turn ability, scared a couple of the Fae away. Very amazing battle took place. We had why can't I think of the words? Displacer beast. I was thinking of a D word, but it wasn't that. So, displacer beast
The dongos
that nearly killed some members of the party from just massive amount of damage. It was a really heroic battle. Lots of things going on, but the whole time I had to pretty much stand in the center of a circle recounting off this thing that my air quote bow, and also this air quote ghost Fae was telling me, which alarm bells are going off because Fae don't have ghosts. So, but we had that. At the end of it, I gained the access to my awesome bow ability, which was super cool. And then we were all just thankful that we were all together. Corvus managed to heal up people that were horribly hurt, and we scampered back out through the breach. And then we kind of instructed everybody else to go back to town while RG and I stayed out and helped with putting down the iron. Corvus was really nice and offered to stay with us, but we said basically I said I thought he should probably go check in on his patients because he's the only doctor in town right now. So he went off to town to go check on his patients, and I think that everybody else went to go sleep or do their various different things. Me and RG stayed out all night doing basically the line laying, and then I think we ended the session with me and RG basically came back, went upstairs and crashed, and everybody else was possibly sleeping in, or
it was basically early enough that everyone's still sleeping in, but it's basically morning.
yeah, but the majority of the session was really just we had a big, massive, scary conflict with some sprites who had confused Cassiopeia, made her attack somebody. I think Carrick, or maybe, I don't remember, but she swung at the nearest person. And then the two rogues basically being amazing and dashing all over the place and stabbing things and shooting them, and then Cassiopeia going up and just pummeling things, and me and Thaldir trying to hold the back line, until everybody else would join us. And then that was kind of, I think, everything.
Yeah.
Take care of the sprites
I said the sprites, though, didn't I?
on my own.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, that's right. You manifested magic powers in front of us and used magic missiles to take out the sprites.
Which was interesting.
Oh, and the other thing was interesting was there was another manifestation of magic powers. Thunder or lightning came off of Cassiopeia. So, and I believe Marcus's character Corvus was poking the centaur after, trying to figure out where the lightning came out of. So
Sorry. I thought I heard something that needed to be dealt with.
Take your inspiration, Semi.
yay! I need this.
Centaur
Okay.
comes from the land of ice and snow, right?
Yes. So, it is morning. Loads of you that didn't spend the entire night out, putting iron into the ground and trees, probably start to wake naturally about now. You've sort of become used to it.
It's daytime. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna head downstairs to check on Enrin.
Actually, speaking of, dear Gifton, which room did you go into? Did you go into the usual room?
Yeah, I went to my usual room. With
Okay,
me, RG, and Thaldir.
Yep, and so basically, that room was actually occupied by Carrick and Dingus.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just good.
Dingus once again
Actually,
demanded.
I didn't have any control over where I went. RG was taking me places.
Yeah, RG probably took you there because that's the room RG's used to. But there's some awkwardness because some beds are occupied. But you can sort it all out. But Dingus was
basically, as long as Carrick is on his bed, on the other bed, I'd just take whatever bed's empty and then basically prop myself against the wall, put Gifton down, start in the middle so she has room, and then just trance.
Yeah. Dingus was in the spot where you normally sleep. Gifton clearly missing you.
Aw.
We're totally taking over your spot.
I will totally pass out with the dingus and sleep.
He is such a dingus.
I love my boy.
Okay. Yeah. So, them waking up will probably actually stir you awake briefly. RG and Gifton. Now, question is, do you want to go back to sleep?
How much time would I have gotten to sleep?
A couple of hours at most.
Kind of want to go back to sleep. I might, trying to think if Gifton can clear her head to say anything she needs really quick, but no, she's gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, would she think of this if she was just waking up? No.
Back to sleep.
Okay, so Gifton does briefly, goes, and then goes right back to sleep. Augie?
She's just basically going to be still staying there, either tranced or just kind
Yeah.
of waiting patiently.
You've got a couple of extra hours to go before to finish your trancing off, and that's not too long. So, okay, they remain incapacitated. Okay, rest of the party. You can do as you please.
I'm gonna strap on my armor.
Okay.
I am. Oh, sorry, good.
No, Fowdy's getting armored up. You're heading downstairs.
Yep, I'm gonna go check with Enrin.
Okay. Enrin seems to only just be stirring himself. He's come out of what you assume is a doorway leading to his own room on the bottom floor by the kitchen. Morning.
Morning, Enrin.
Don't worry about working today, boy. And he's going to head into the back and start getting the stove on and such.
I'm gonna take a seat and wait for everybody else because I know at least 2 of them are still passed out.
Yep.
Actually, curiosity: when I was leaving, was Dingus awake or is he still asleep?
Nope, he's still asleep.
Okay. Basically, he should be sleeping until he gets woke up, probably.
Yes.
Because it's Dingus.
Cassiopeia?
I am going.
Choking. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to continue to work on the caravan / wagon / monster the Frankenwagon.
So you're going to get up and get straight to work?
Yep.
No eating?
After, I will go collect sweet rolls if there are. If the lady has
baker's
produced
is
any.
already open and basically has stuff for sale.
Sees me coming, dreads losing all the sweet rolls. But I am going to
really care if you're paying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you keep buying something out and someone else goes for it, they eventually stop going in for it. But I don't care. Do they have how much in the way of sweet rolls do they have?
There is a baker's dozen on display.
I am going to take said baker's dozen.
Okay.
This
You're
is
gonna
all
have
going
a
straight to your hip.
chunky
This
horse.
is going to cost me. I can't remember what it was. 4 silver.
You're gonna have a chunky horse, a chunky dingus.
Actually, I think I might go through that amount of calories.
I'm pretty sure that's not all you're eating all day.
That is
It
all
might actually be right now.
just large amounts of it.
Yeah, large amounts of sugar.
Corvus?
Corvus would be
Amputating.
eating one of his rations that he has come to just do while being in the temple.
Alright, deduct the ration for the day then.
Yep. And he is going to go around to the 3 children.
Okay. So, the children. Oh boy. Let's see.
They've turned into ridiculous Cthulhu-like monsters.
Let me roll something.
Now, I left the priestess with components to help.
Yeah. What's your passive perception?
13.
Okay. The McClaw boy is gone.
Okay. Probably with his father, I imagine, or somewhere.
However, the 2 girls are still there. Yeah, they're still asleep. They're obviously worn down and such, but the fevers seem to have dulled.
Okay.
They've died down.
And how's the lethargic girl?
Not particularly healthy seeming right now, but you're not pretty sure. You are certain they are now in safe territory.
Okay. Just bed rest.
Yes.
Okay. We'll see if the sister's around. If she is.
You don't see her in your immediate vicinity.
Okay. Well
Do
then,
you want to
probably
check around for her? Or
Yeah, let's poke around its temple.
Okay, you poke around. Okay, not in the prayer booth, not over there, not over there. You do want to knock on the little alcove door that you think goes to her chambers?
Yes.
Okay, you rap on that, and after a few moments, the door opens and she pokes her head out, looking a little disheveled. Yes?
Good morning.
Morning? Oh, is it morning already?
It is, yes. I'm just gonna step out, but the fever has broken on bowels.
Check the notes thing.
Flipping through his book. The fever has broken on Sally, and then Caitlin seems to be out of the worst of it. She just needs to slowly recuperate.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll get myself prepared and I'll watch out for them.
I'm probably not gonna be far. I'm just gonna step outside. I'll just let you know.
She nods and smiles and then closes the door.
And he will nod and say, nod and just leave and walk out, munching on his ration.
Okay. Valdir.
Yes.
You get your armor strapped on.
I'm going to head to the temple as well.
Okay. As you start to head to the temple, let's roll a percentile here.
I trip and break my leg. No!
Damn it.
Yeah, okay. As you head to the temple, you are intercepted by Guardsman Henry.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Need to get this back.
Come on, Allie.
Yeah, okay. No, Mr. Fortune. Oh, wow. How did I do it?
No, this is better. This is better. This is fun.
Mr. Fortune.
Yes.
So, he looks very, very nervous, and so
Fucked up a good.
you
Me real good.
assaulted a citizen of Tarnstead.
No.
He did not seem prepared for that answer.
You did say Tarnstead also.
Oh, Southwest time. He said Southwest time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I assumed you meant.
Yeah.
But I maintain the answer.
But yes.
No, a citizen of Southwestheim assaulted me. I took necessary precautions to end it.
Yes, a couple of gentlemen have said it was self-defense, but you broke his leg, like his knee.
And I told local villagers to tell the doctor.
Yes, and he frowns a bit. Still, it was a bit of an escalation. By all rights, I should be arresting you, but
It is your prerogative if you wish.
he bites his lip and then goes, you know you can't do that, right?
I did no more than was necessary at the time. I do not intend to attack anyone.
That was more than that was necessary.
He didn't state fisticuffs, so
Have you
anything
taken
went.
any statement from the man?
Yes.
Have you talked to his wife?
She hasn't wanted to talk to me.
She's at the temple, isn't she?
She was at the temple,
Yeah.
but you didn't see her today.
Okay.
You haven't spoken to her.
I've tried. So, Mr. Forchhammer, I'm gonna have to fine you at least.
I have little money, but you can have whatever I do.
Um,
2 gold sound fair?
he's actually he's trying to figure out what little he can do. Look, it's gonna be a gold piece minimum, okay?
If that is the way justice works in this town.
It's really not, but you've. He actually seems a little angry. It's really not, but you have done a lot for this town, and that's why I'm overlooking this
He
grievous
got
transgression.
his voice got serious.
If that is how you wish to handle it, then I'll reach in a coin purse and hand him 2 gold pieces.
It was only a gold. I mean, yes, this is appropriate, and he will pocket the 2 gold pieces. Please don't do that again, Mr. Forgehammer.
I have no intentions to do so.
If someone attacks you, use your fists, so don't break kneecaps.
Don't pull up the hammer. We're fine with you decking
Don't
someone, but
lifetime
using your
cripple
hammer.
someone in one hit.
We're fine with you punching the hell out of an asshole, but don't fucking hit him with the hammer.
This will get you in serious trouble in other towns. I've only given you a temporary writ to be having your weapons and stuff here.
I'm just gonna nod.
He sort of nods back as if trying to act, this is tough and we are adults and we are discussing this and we have an understanding, but it's a sort of nervous bobbing of his head. Go about your business, citizen.
I'm so proud of him.
Of course.
He straightens his little guard tunic and starts to go about on his patrols. He did it.
So, is anyone else kind of, and I don't know how many people have these roles, imagine him kind of with like the orange safety sash on him. Like
Listen, if they had it, he would have the hall monitor sash.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Same basic idea, Allie.
I definitely imagine the nervous teenager from The Simpsons.
Oh god,
yeah. Okay, and he leaves you alone.
All right, I will continue toward the temple.
Right, you see Corvus coming down to the temple.
Quick, decap him.
Stop running away, Doctor.
I don't have to really run. I can walk.
Not after this.
Good morning, Herr Forthammer.
How are your patients?
Out of the worst of it, it seems. The fever's gone. The other girl, Caitlin, she just needs time.
Is her mother? How is she doing?
I did not see her mother this morning.
How was the father after you treated him?
Going to be a cripple. His kneecap completely gone. He's not going to be able to put any pressure on it for the foreseeable future.
You didn't have to take it, though.
No. It probably would have been wise to, but given the circumstances, it's going to bring him continual pain.
You send him home.
I did.
Right.
If needed, I can look at it further, but in my humble opinion, what you did was right. And what I did seemed appropriate.
And what I did that was malpractice.
What
That's how I lost my medical license.
I thought you tried to help people.
I do. I help whoever needs it, no matter their walk in life.
Well, get upon your business then, Doctor.
Just taking a walk around this morning is all. Pray much?
No.
Well, the sister is probably still waking up, but as to yourself, have a good morning. Probably meet you in the tavern.
Perhaps.
Yes? Okay. And Corvus is just going to start walking around the village.
Okay. Right, Faldi, you're still heading to the temple?
I will still continue to the temple.
Okay. You can enter easily, and the doors are, unbarred.
All right.
Inside, you see two of the children your party rescued resting. None of the parents are there. They were probably told to actually just go home and sleep. But notably, the boy is missing. And you can hear the sound of presumably the sister rummaging around in her little alcove, getting ready.
With the boy gone and the other two resting, just nod to himself and head back to get some food at the tavern.
Okay. You head on back to the tavern. Carrick!
Yes.
You are being cooked a meal. You're being cooked breakfast. And Emrin's going to go. Any of your friends going to be joining you?
I have a feeling RG and Gifton will be down eventually. They were out all night helping.
Yeah, they got back very late.
So, I have no idea on any of the others.
Notably, he looks a little tired himself still.
You sure you don't want me to take care of that, Enrin?
He shakes his head and waves his hand. It's not the first all-nighter I've pulled.
Okay. It's not a big deal to take over for a little bit.
No, you relax. You've done plenty. Cassiopeia, were you heading straight back to your stables to work, or were you going into the bar with the sweet rolls, or?
Nope, going straight back to the stable to work because that thing needs to be at least mobile.
Okay, and so, Carrick, you see Enrin sort of nodding in the direction behind you over your shoulder towards one of the tavern windows as Cassiopeia walks by, and she's focused.
Yeah, she tends to be. We'll go check on her and make sure she's eating.
Yeah, if she wants the food, I can have something brought out. Well, she knows she's welcome in here, right?
I'm pretty sure she does, but I'll double check with her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the food will be about 10 minutes.
Okay, I'll be back. Just gonna hop on up and head on out. She going towards the stables as usual.
Yep.
She shake his head a little bit as she heads into the stables.
And she's already going at the Frankenwagon.
Klopp snorts at the both of you.
I'm just imagining the amount of electricity you need to bring a wagon back from the dead. If you need some food, Enrin said he can send some out, and
She holds up the box of sweet rolls. Want one?
no, thank you. You know you're allowed inside, right?
She stops, her head peeks up. Yeah.
Okay, Enrin was concerned a little bit, I guess.
No, I know. It's just small space.
Out of character. Eat less sweet rolls. In character, you won't say that.
In character. Eat less sweet roll.
I'm gonna check on Klopp.
Klopp is he's okay. He's settled, although he's sort of pulling towards where the hay's stacked. Like he's nodding his head the way horses do.
Like he wants food, not
he
like
wants
I want to
food.
go roll in the hay. Okay.
At least you assume.
I'm gonna grab him some hay.
Yeah, he happily munches on that as you bring it over to him.
Try not to impale him on the pitchfork.
Probably getting taken off the pitchfork.
No, try not to impale the horse on the pitchfork.
No, as you're coming back, he's probably trying to take.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying not to impale him on it. Because if he's going at it, there's a good chance he'd stab.
Cassiopeia, are you getting to work on the wagon?
Yes.
Okay. Gifton, RG.
Mm-hmm.
Saw. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah. You're being woken up, I'm afraid.
Instead of the usual.
RG, it's very hard to trance with this noise going on.
RG just kind of sighs and opens her eyes. Looks, sees if Gifton's moving.
I'm rubbing my eyes and looking very unhappy. I guess it's morning.
I think so.
Dingus.
Sounds like she's getting to work on the part again.
Dingus is a little angry about this as well, and is just hissing towards the window.
I'll be back. Someone just entered the property after 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure to bring your hammer.
RG and Gifton, I need both of you to make me a Constitution saving throw, DC 10.
Quick, cast sleep.
Ah!
Okay, that's Argy's.
Constitution. Good luck.
Okay, you both take a level of exhaustion, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I gotta figure.
Yep.
But you're awake.
Yep. Put a level of exhaustion here. Yeah. No effect. Oh wait, disadvantage on ability checks. Yay! Nice. That makes
Where do
me
you put
sad.
in exhaustion?
Um,
Is there actually a thing on the street to put in exhaustion?
Yeah.
Or is it just...
If you do the full
you have to turn it on.
Yeah, I turned it on with the gear, but if you do that, it tells you what.
Don't me do it for you, click Kronos.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Okay.
It'll show up below your hit dice and death saves.
Yeah, once I've put it on.
I'm sad that's not a default.
Show exhaustion tracking on. There you go.
Yeah, it really should be on. Yeah.
Okay. So you're both awakened. What do you wish to do?
Or you'll just kind of yawn and go, well, log on and get food.
I guess. I'm gonna, go climb in your backpack. Come on, Dingus, we go. Right on, RG.
Dingus will climb up your leg, RG, and up your back, over your shoulder, and sort of drape there.
Mm-hmm. RG will kind of stretch her other arm for a second and then just get up and actually go out the door.
Okay. Carrick, you see... I assume you go back in Carrick.
Yeah, after getting him fed.
You see RG coming downstairs with Dingus over the soldier and probably Gifton somewhere.
Good morning. Well, morning, probably not too good for you because you haven't been asleep very long.
Yeah, I haven't. How's it going?
It's okay. Enrin, I'm guessing Gifton's with you, right?
He's in the bag.
Enrin, they're Gifton and RG are up.
Emran pokes his head out the kitchen, looks towards the source of the noise, shakes his head, and goes, "I'll prepare you guys something to eat."
Thank you.
What's your little friend like? She eat meat?
RG will kind of step back like, what do you want to eat, Gifton?
Egg.
He says egg.
Just imagine. I'm just imagining Badger a raw egg starts chewing on the shell.
Don't
Okay,
care.
egg. How does she want it? I'll do it special for you.
How do you want your egg?
I don't care.
You like scrambled?
I'm just happy to have egg.
She
Egg.
says she's
Like
just happy
people
to have
have
egg.
egg.
Egg. Okay.
She's very easy to please, apparently.
Freeze cooked.
Okay. And he nods a couple of times, and then he heads back into the kitchen. Oh, wait, Augie, what do you want?
Eggs, toast, got bacon.
I'm going to
Sunny.
bacon for Carrick, so yeah, bacon all around.
This is Sunny.
Sunny, I can
Yeah.
do that.
Just
And
imagine a random person in town just gets killed and gets served
No
for breakfast
one
now.
likes the sun now.
You can't even see the sun.
right,
We
Corvus,
can hear it.
Yes.
you're able to have a nice walk around the village.
Okay.
Any particular direction you're heading?
Well, probably. Can I see the map of the town?
Yes, let me take you there. Southwest line. Boop.
Oh, by dog.
Warehouse, general store. He'll pop into general store if it's open.
It's not open yet.
Okay. Does he get a sense most of the things aren't open?
Most things aren't open. They wouldn't probably be open at the time anyway. The baker's is because people want to grab their stuff early before they actually start working.
Sure.
But yeah, most stuff is closed, and considering the activity in the town, schedules might be a bit out of whack anyway.
Yeah.
You could get into the apothecaries.
Can I make a general perception check of what's going on in the morning?
Yeah, sure.
Perception. Am I on normal? Yeah.
There's a few people wandering about. Most are heading to either grab something to eat, to go to a certain store to start opening it up, or you see a few people coming out the bakery with food and then heading off towards the fields and such. But there are far less people than there normally are at this time in the morning from the days you've been here.
I will head to the apothecary.
Oh, okay. You go towards the apothecary. The door is pulled close, and there is a note on the door, hammered in with a nail, that just says, "Not broken into. Please see Guardsman Henry." But in very bad handwriting, very badly spelt.
Corvus will laugh at that. Actually, he just starts chuckling.
If only the child knew it was broken into. Ah!
And then kick down the door and take more.
Come back to me.
Okay. Valdia.
Yes.
After the temple, what are you doing?
I'm going to go to the tavern for food.
Okay. You start heading towards the tavern. You can see Corvus sort of wandering around in the distance, like glancing in shop windows, all that kind of jazz. Assuming taking a walk and being somewhat creepy to the townsfolk.
The doctor's lost his mind.
And then you hear laughter all of a sudden.
You're able to head into the tavern, and you can see Argy, Dingus, Carrick. Gifton, have you come out of your bag, or are you just staying in there tired?
If there's a promise of food, I will sit on the
There's a
table.
promise of food.
There's a promise
And
of
you can
food.
see the little form of Gifton on the table as well.
Yeah, I'm doing that kind of like lulling of the head, like I don't want to be awake. And
And
I already don't feel good because I had to be around iron all night.
And you get the meep, and it flashes of questioning colours and shapes. Food for Dingus.
I'm a share. You guys
Dingus
have
pops his head happily.
with me.
And you'll hear the sound of the door opening and then closing as Valdir heads in.
Good morning, Thaldir.
Oh dear, morning. I think
Hello.
it goes bang, 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 bang.
I'm assuming Cassiopeia is at work.
Yeah, there is a racket of construction.
Oh, I remember in the morning we used to wake up in Tarnstead and it would be all and then there would be the sound of somebody hitting a bird.
Fucker had it coming.
Was
I
that
don't-
you?
That bird.
Usually. Depends if I found the bird or not. Started to run after a while. Well, the new one started to run after a while.
There is a yell from the kitchen of, "What do you want, dwarf?"
Anything that's easy, don't worry about it.
Got it. And there's
I'm back.
lovely smells. Smells of cooking pork and eggs, bread. And before long, you are all served up a hearty breakfast.
Think
Augie,
it's what
you-
most of mine.
You get sunny side up, as do you, Gifton, because if he's doing one like that, he'll do both like that. There's bacon. There's some fresh bread. There's even a bit of blood pudding.
I will take some of the bread and use it for dipping in the egg because it's probably the best way to do it.
Okay,
And then I'll let Dingus have the rest of it.
Dingus looks suspiciously at the white.
Num num.
That's right. Be suspicious with white stuff.
I will prove that it's edible.
Okay, after a moment, he will take a bite out of the white and then smack, 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 messy eater.
Carrot, do you have a kerchief?
Argy will kind of rummage her bag for a second and go, "Oh yeah," then pull out a rag she had in there.
Yeah. If you want, Becky, if you're wondering, you can have something as simple as a kerchief.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a fancy one, but yeah.
Yeah, just
Well,
just
I have
I'm just gonna
scarf.
I'm gonna be like I'm gonna eat my
Pulling
food
that
really
out.
quick and then I'm gonna sit there and quietly start cleaning up after my dragon. And I will also shove I think it's 2 silver for a simple meal or something like that. I'll put some silver out.
Okay, you put it down on the countertop.
On the thing.
He comes out with Faldir's food, sets it down, looks at the money on the countertop, and just shakes his head.
I'm sorry, he's messy. Just keep trying to clean up after Dinkus.
Yeah, so Dinkus is making more of a mess of himself than the surroundings, so he's not bothered by this.
Yeah,
but like every time you wipe off Dinkus's muzzle and such, he meeps at you happily and then buries his head back into the yolk.
I'm preventing mess by preemptively cleaning my dragon, because if I don't
you are,
clean
of course,
him,
served
he'll
as
get it
well.
everywhere.
Hooray! I didn't even have to show ID.
Where's Cassiopeia? Oh wait,
Probably the noise.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yes.
Someone should get her.
I believe she'd have food if she wanted.
Oh, okay.
I already sent Carrick out for her.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's.
Thank you for the nice.
She said she's good.
You're more than welcome.
I think
So
the line's good.
the line? What?
Of iron.
Oh yes, yeah. That went well.
Yeah, I think so. Much as we could do anyway.
I'm sure McClaw might. I think this will continue to be a thing that's done.
I marked the trees to help guide people away.
Do you mark them with what?
Words and symbol, and then I realize I have no way to draw the symbol, and I go, it looks like a roundy with some other things coming off of it.
And
in the tree marks.
And he rummages beneath the countertop, and he just pulls out a pencil and a piece of paper.
Alright, I take the pencil, which is bigger than me, and I just start.
Yep.
I start drawing it as big as I can.
Alright, dexterity check, please.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, man, you're gonna make me do a dexterity check. How rude is this?
It's not a saving throw.
You can do acrobatics if you want. This is a bit of a performance.
No. I mean, I think it's the same either way, right?
I don't know if you're trained in it.
I'm not trained in dex, so.
Okay, same either way.
Yeah, we'll just do dex.
Yeah, it's very squiggly, but you're able to make.
Well, I have to put a lot more effort into it.
Yep. It is legible.
It is legible. I managed to get enough pressure to get it to work, right? And I had to draw this like this symbol, and then I wrote words.
Alright. I'll get these passed down and posted up.
Yeah.
Have someone make some copies.
So that way you can keep people away from that area. If you keep away from them, they're less likely to do anything.
So, what are you all gonna do now?
Let's go to that other town. Anyway.
I'm gonna give a very defeated, sad look over at RG and the rest and go, I wanna go home.
I'm sorry.
That's an option anymore.
Well, I mean,
there's what's left, but there's not much of a point there, is there?
he Edmund looks a little awkward. And he
just arguably and go, sorry.
He's sort of like he wants to reach out and pat Gifton, but is terrified of hurting her.
Yeah.
Because she looks so fragile to him.
Yeah.
Archie will actually perk up and go, oh, right. And she's going to reach her bag for what was originally the bottle the healing potion was in and pull it out, and it's got a different liquid in it, like juice. She goes, I made you something, Gifton.
Oh, I don't drink. It makes me sicky in the tummy.
Not alcohol. Not alcohol.
Oh.
We had extra berries left over, so I made juice.
She's going to be so happy.
Pulls up the stopper and just kind of offers it down a bit so you can either dip a cup in or whatever.
Yeah, I'll fish through my stuff and pull out because I have a cook kit, I have a cook pot and everything, so I'll just get something and grab a mug and I'll cheers. Oh, this is really sweet. Oh, this is sugary.
I'm awake. I figured that'd be something you'd like.
I have discovered sugar, guys.
This is terrible.
Dingus, you gotta try some of this.
Haste
No.
spell cast on.
Don't let Dingus
Gifted.
have that. It's not good for him.
Dingus is already up and he's trying to crane his head up and peer into the bottle. Maybe
Yeah, give him a little bit. I think you like it.
Dingus's head tilts back and his maw opens.
Archie's gonna take and pour a little bit into his mouth.
Okay,
And then
Plenty runs out the
stop
sides of it, but he's gulping and
Taking the wipey rag. Cleany,
Yeah.
cleany.
And then Archie's going to restopper the bottle and put it back in.
and you see a sort of like shiver run through his body. The wings flap a bit.
So, tingles.
Happy colours.
Yes, happy colors. I think we're supposed to go north to check in because I think
Dolpwood.
yeah, I think they
Like-
wanted all the survivors from Tarnstead to go to Dolpwood, right? And that's us, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Dolpwood. If you're going to Dolpwood, technically there is a well-paved road that heads up to Needlewood and then to Dolpwood, but there's also an old dirt road that goes up through Burcroft, and I think you'll find that faster.
Okay.
Oh, we can do that.
Do you know of any nice places to stay up there?
But in Dolpwood,
Yeah.
I'm afraid I've not been up there in a long time.
Oh, you haven't heard of any?
I mean, there's a couple of places. I mean, back when I last went, I think I stayed in, what was it? And he sort of pauses as he's trying to recall something quite a long time ago.
2,000 years
We're gonna-
ago when he was
We're
young
gonna find
and
out it's
spry.
actually. We're gonna find out it's actually last year.
I think it
It's just
was the
old.
two dogs. I don't remember. The two something. I'm pretty sure it was dogs.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah. The two dogs.
Where's my pen?
Is that in character?
No, that's out of character. The person who makes pens should not be going, where are pens? Up there back.
That's
on the
funny.
Stupid table.
Well, thank you guys for being so nice to us. I know we've been trouble.
You've not been trouble. You've been a lot of help. Come on, look at it this way. You've stopped us from being robbed and thieved from every time we wander the roads, and you've saved 3 lives. You should be proud of yourself.
There we go. Found my fountain pen. Okay.
Maybe
so-
after everything's done up in Dolpwood, we can swing back down this way and help out some more.
Well, you're always welcome.
Thank you, Enron.
Oh, you guys, are you leaving today, tomorrow? When are you going?
I don't know. I guess we could go today. I don't know if there's anything else we need to do. The Mick.
I mean, don't think I'm rushing you out. You're welcome to stay here. I want to know when you're going so I can prepare you, some lunch and such to go with you.
Oh, that's nice.
If we wait an extra day, it'll give some time for Bangy to finish what she's doing.
Yeah, I guess, and then maybe we can make sure McClure doesn't need anything before we go.
Yes, but the problem is if you leave Bangy time to just continue to hammer away, she's going to keep constructing, and it's going to get worse.
I'll head out. Dude.
I mean, sensors only need 3 new
Right.
caps, right?
Faraday heads out, but as a quick diversion, Corvus, have you decided what you were doing yet?
After laughing, he's gonna just
Break into
Nod.
the building.
no. But he is gonna look at the leather workers. Is it by chance open?
it's not open.
Okay.
None of the non-essential things are particularly open right now.
All right.
Bathhouse might be open.
Who?
The bathhouse might be open.
Oh. Where can I track down Henry?
Henry is patrolling around town, so give me a perception check.
Okay.
You caught a glimpse of him earlier, but you think he headed off down some of these paths?
Okay.
He has the most unnecessary patrols.
He does. It's like, what? All right. What
It's
does
a small town. You could probably yell.
yeah? What does Corvus remember about the apothecary? What was in it? Just mundane stuff. Nothing.
Just mundane stuff.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Corvus is going to head back to the tavern.
Okay. You arrive in time to see Faldir stepping out the door.
Looks like I missed you.
Miss me.
Very hard to hear each other. Bang, bang, bang.
Never mind.
Saw, saw, saw. Bang, bang, bang. Who knows why she keeps swapping between the two tools, but she does.
Hey, if you just
Occasionally there's the sound of a power drill, even though where the power drill came from.
Bandsaw turns on.
Wait, why is there an industrial
Power miter
fan going?
Power miter.
Corvus is going in to the tavern. It's just minor greeting to Thaldir, then walking in.
Morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
Get you something?
Just something to drink. To be fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he'll pour you some weak ale because he assumes you don't want to be hard drinking right now.
Good morning. How is everyone today?
Far better than the two of them.
What's wrong with them?
Carrick says through a mouthful of bacon.
Argy's just going to point towards the banging noise.
It's
They got in very late or very early.
Yes. Did everything go well in the forest?
Yesso's got like the darkest circles under her little eyes, and she's like, "Yeah, lots of iron. It aches all over." By the way, we have a bunch of iron bars, don't we?
I believe we do.
I remember being very unhappy with that. We should. She looks like she's having a struggle with something.
Yeah.
Is it wrong to ask the dwarf how much iron it takes to make the weapon? If she actually poisons that out loud.
Well, you just missed
Dwarf.
him.
I know he's
outside.
not here right now. That's why I'm asking the rest of you. 'Cause you're not dwarves. Is it wrong to ask the dwarf how much iron it takes to make a weapon?
Does she know how to make weapons?
I just shrug.
The first question might be, do you know how to make weapons then?
But that's race.
No.
Alright.
No, immediately expecting that they do.
So she's gonna hold her hand up like she's gonna ask something. Her mouth's gonna go open, and she's gonna go, "Can someone ask how much it would take for maybe the blacksmith? And we won't make him do it, but we'll leave him the rest of the iron we don't need to help with them protecting the town, maybe? But leave enough to make weapons for you guys?"
Wouldn't us having weapons of iron be bad for you? Like you being near them?
I won't like it, but I'd rather you be protected.
Well, we could ask once they all open up. It seems like everything's a bit shut down.
Oh,
Seems like they're all suffering from what you two are dealing with. A lack of sleep.
Is what time? Like, is this
They're suffering from the iron?
so, Allie?
Iron affects more than just me?
So, Allie,
I'm Allie.
is this a time where they should be open?
You would expect to see like a few starting to stir and open up. especially places like the blacksmith and so on, who would have to, get stuff running early.
He was probably awake, just filing.
But it has been a very active few days for the town.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Valdir, you've headed out.
What?
Yep.
Sorry,
No, this
I
is the
can't
voice
hear.
of God talking to you. You can't ignore that over the noise of
Okay.
the carpentry. Are you heading towards Cassiopeia?
Yes, I am
Yes,
heading
I
towards
figured.
the loud noises.
Okay, you can see her there soaring on a piece of lumber. It's got a few notches on it as if it's been measured to fit something.
I hope you measured twice before you started cutting.
She holds up 3 fingers.
How many fingers do
you
centaurs
have
have?
at least
Measure it
3
twice,
left.
check it 3 times. And she stops and looks back. What's up, Valdir?
I think you woke up the late sleepers.
Oh.
Also, we're trying to figure out when we're leaving.
How soon?
That is the question.
Well, I can have this ready to go. It won't be complete, but it'll be operable here in about an hour.
You think you can make a couple more things for me?
She stops and turns around. Well, what do you need?
Basic. I need a cane and I need a crutch.
Cane and a crutch.
Yes.
Those are easy and straightforward. How detailed do you want them? Do you want them basic, or do you want them
Normal.
something like Ind would make?
Sturdy. Functional. That's it.
She's already rooting around in some of the extra lumber she has around.
For a human.
For a human?
That's the part I was wondering who's going to happen or not.
Okay, I have. There's some sturdy stuff here. How soon did you need them?
Before we leave.
Okay, so I will put the. I'll put the. She's looking at the carrow wagon. I'll bring it up. I'll get it operable, and I'll start working on these.
Thank you.
Okay.
What do I need to roll to make a cane and a carpenter's tools?
There's just be a couple of very easy carpenter tool checks. However, varnish. You realise you're lacking varnish.
Ew.
So you're saying she lacks lacquer?
Yeah. Ha! Lack of lacquer.
Okay, she's going to stop, set the stuff down, set everything down, kind of blink to herself, and just trot over to the carpenter shop.
Okay.
It's just that moment of, I'm forgetting something. I need something.
Right. So you start heading. Valdir, you see Cassiopeia just stop what she's doing and just start wandering off across the square.
I do that in real life.
And you reach the carpenter shop. There's no one downstairs. You do see it's got a sort of living area above it, essentially. And you can hear sort of murmurs and movement from one of the windows up there.
I'm going to knock on the door because it's well past normal opening time, correct?
It's getting to the hour where places would start to be opening up.
Oh, if it's just now getting time to open up, I will wait.
Okay, you wait, and we'll go back to the office. Valdir, are you heading back in?
No, I'm just going to pat Klopp. Sure, Klopp's getting food.
Yeah, Klopp pushes his head down against you, nuzzle. Tries to eat your beard.
No for eating.
You get a snort.
Yep. Just
Okay.
gonna pet the
He's gonna
party
spend time with the
horse.
horse.
Yep.
I like it. Okay. In the tavern. Yep, Valdez been gone a bit. You did see Cassiopeia wander back past the windows.
You sure you don't want me to work today, Edmund?
And Emin shakes his head and goes, "I don't think we're going to be part of the active today. I know a few folk are just planning to keep the stores closed and catch up on rest."
Okay.
That would probably be good. There were a lot of people out late last night.
Yeah, it's been a tiresome few days. The noise seems to have stopped. Do you want to go back to bed?
I guess. But
Yeah,
Carrick,
You give it a try, and maybe it's not.
Yes.
ask
Try
about
will cool
the
down.
weapons for me. Okay. Hey, he'll hit you, not me, if I did bad.
Are you meaning to ask Theldir or ask the blacksmith?
Yes.
That is an accurate question and answer.
Either of those work, but I think that might be something we should do. We don't need all that extra iron with us. And they could use it for things around here.
Okay.
Oh, Carrick, can you
Yes.
come upstairs and open the special bag for me and the stuff in it? I want to try
Sure.
something.
Sure.
Okay.
I
I'll
am-
go with Carrick. I'm gonna just
go with Carrick.
I'm
The
doing
head-
that half stumble walk over towards that other table. Like, don't let me fall off. Okay.
I'm gonna go pick her up and pick up Dingus.
Okay, you scoop them up and you take them upstairs.
Yep.
Argy's gonna kind of totter on after because she wants to finish her game transfer.
Okay, and Erin gives you all a little wave, and
Have fun storming the castle.
you head upstairs. We'll hop back to Cassiopeia.
Immediately starts
Um,
banging on the table again.
You end up waiting a little bit. It's actually past opening hours by the time you hear someone starting to come downstairs, and the door in front of you opens up, and someone starts to step through, and then jumps back in surprise because there is just a centaur there.
I wave. Hi.
Hello.
I was wondering, can I buy some varnish from you? Please?
Varnish? Yeah. Sure. You're one of that. You're one of the Tarnstead lot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. There's any particular kind you need, or?
Just something. I've been asked to make something, and it just needs to be basic. So just something to seal the wood, really.
How much? What are you working on?
I was asked to make a cane and a crutch. I have no idea for who, but probably a leader or two.
1 second, and he steps out, closes the door behind him, and then heads over to the actual sort of storefront. It's a little separate from his actual home entry.
Oh, I was at his home entry.
Yeah. Yes.
Oops.
That's where the sound was coming from, and he opens that up, and it's a door set into a couple of big doors that can just swing out.
She pokes her head around, going, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was your home door."
It's not the first person to do that.
I apologize.
Yeah, come on in, and he actually opens up one of the larger doors and just pulls it open. And you assume these doors are set made this way so that he can work on a wagon or something in there. Yeah,
large things can come out.
Yeah,
and she trots in happily.
And he starts to. It's messy in here. Tools are scattered about. He's not a very organized person, but he shifts some boxes aside and he holds up a can of varnish.
Ooh.
And holds it out to you.
She takes it.
That should do you.
How much?
Don't worry about it.
She looks at him and goes, so much has been given to us. I honestly just cannot keep taking.
Well, call it
Do you
a...
need help? Do you need help? We might be here for a little bit longer.
No, I'm good. How about we call it 3 silver?
And she starts
It's what
rooting around.
it's what it cost me to buy it.
She starts rooting around. Can you break? She realizes she only has a gold piece.
It gives you an amused look and goes, at this point, it'd be easier for you to take it for free.
I know. I'll be right back. And she takes the can and trots off real quick.
He scratches his head awkwardly and stands there. It's like, I was going to go to the privy.
And she's actually kind of darting across the courtyard. And then she's going to grab the marionettes she was putting together, what she's managed to string up, and bring some back.
Okay. Okay.
They might not be worth much, but here.
Oh. Thank you. He holds them awkwardly.
Sorry. Normally, I don't deal directly with people.
No worries. You enjoy that varnish, he says, still staring at the marionettes he's holding.
Thank you. And she trots off, still holding the can. She actually went, grabbed the marionettes, brought it back with the cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
This is the start of Pinocchio.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. He's weirded out. I'm weirded out.
Aren't
Okay.
you glad you have this group?
In that case, it will take you a bit because this is some finer work. You've actually got to whittle wood down to actual,
usable sizes.
usable sizes. But go ahead and give me 2 carpenter's tool rolls.
Oof.
Yep. Oh, no advantage, but you are fine on both of them anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll be able to do that.
I keep forgetting to turn that off. Sorry.
Yeah, it will take you some time, but you'll be able to do that. Gifton, RG, you're taken upstairs. You're going to go back to sleep.
I am first going to ask Carrick.
Yes, please.
Carrick, please put everything out of the bag.
Everything?
Everything we have gotten as loot, I want laid out.
Including the bars?
Not all of those. That's,
Okay.
One of each would be great, though.
Do you really want the iron bar out?
Yes.
Okay. You're just gonna start unloading stuff.
Okay. Once everything's out,
2 days later.
I am going to cast a spell.
Oh,
Wow.
detect magic. Oh, here we go. Okay, so a
Look
few
close.
things light up to you.
My bow.
Yeah, you're for one thing. How do you have your bow? Do you have it on you?
I have it on me. Yeah. Actually, it's probably sitting on the bed right now because I probably didn't
Yeah.
take it with me.
One thing you do notice there's a glow coming from the top of your bed.
Something up there. What is up there?
Oh,
RG,
Jill
what's
just
up
gonna
there?
look down and go, "It's your bow."
Can you hold it up for me?
Jill kind of lifted very painfully, not wanting to break it.
Yep, yeah, your bow is glowing.
Okay, that's glowing.
The wand is glowing.
That's glowing.
The map is glowing.
That's glowing.
The saddle is glowing.
That's broken.
The spice pouch is glowing.
That's glowing.
Just start moving the glowing stuff aside.
The twigs are glowing.
Those are glowing. If there's any of them.
Actually, you split those amongst you, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Some people took them, we destroyed the rest.
Yeah. Okay.
I have mine, but it's in my bag, so.
Let's see. The stones have been separated out, so they're not there. Potions aren't there. Yep, that's it.
Okay, all of those things I think are magical.
Here's a question.
I will.
I have a question actually with Detect Magic.
Mhm.
It says you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic.
Oh, yeah.
Do I glow?
I
Does
see.
that detect
Yeah.
spellcasters?
This Carrick is also glowy.
Squint at Cleric.
As I mean, technically speaking, wouldn't also Dingus
I
be
can-
slightly glowing and I be slightly glowing?
No, because D&D defines magical stuff a little oddly when it comes to inherent properties and shit.
I bet your backpack
key-
is glowing to me though, because there's probably not a foot of material between me and your potions and the stone and everything. I probably
Yeah.
see those
Yeah, yeah.
circles of them.
You,
So I
you
can
see
the-
you see the little things in there.
Okay, the
Dingus isn't glowing because he's inherent. D&D defines that
just like
differently.
I don't glow because I'm.
Yep, you don't glow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they did weirdness in this edition.
Yeah.
Carrot glows. The things in your bags are glowing.
I'm not glowing.
RG, take the things out of your bags. There's things that are glowing in your bag.
RG will start rummaging stuff
Yeah,
out one
rock.
by one.
And obviously Carrick's bag is glowing.
And
The bag of
Carrick,
holding.
there's things glowing in your bags. Those are magic. And then I'm gonna be like, okay, I figured out what's magic. I'm gonna spend 10 minutes, I guess, staring at things and trying to figure out what they do. But I don't understand magic schools, so I just don't care if I actually learn.
Okay.
So-
Now, when you say you spend 10 minutes staring at them, are you casting Identify or are you just staring at them?
No, I get this for 10 minutes as I
Uh-huh,
concentrate. So I'm spending 10 minutes concentrating to keep the spell up,
Just looking at them.
looking at things, and I'm trying to discern what they are.
Okay, that one's a wand.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
saddle.
potion of healing. I figured that one out.
That's a map.
That's a map. And these rocks communicate between each other. I learned this because of the magic I'm using right now, not because
We've
of other
already
things.
established that.
Not because of other things. Our character knowledge. Okay, so but yeah, I'll sort things out and go, okay. And the bag that everything was in was glowing. Because the bag of holding's glowing. And then I'm gonna thumbs up and go, Carrick, I don't know what's wrong with your skin. And then just go, I'm gonna go bed.
I'm gonna roll up my sleeve. You mean besides that? And
Which,
scales on the arm.
all three of you, give me an Arcana roll, please.
Don't have that trained yet.
Hey!
Hey!
Good show.
I did better than Argy.
Not
I
surprised.
somewhat understand magic now that I can
Don't
spontaneously.
know what's gonna happen when I roll this. Oh, where is it? Arcana. I am not an intelligent creature.
Hey!
Fuck.
Thank
Roll
fuck.
really good.
Okay, Gifton, from stories, as is always the case with you, because you were a sheltered little girl.
All I have is grandma's stories.
Yeah. Grandma told you a lot of stories about, people finding great magical items and all this shit, tends to be Fae related. But a common theme of those stories was a suit of ill-fitting armor or a sword that was too big, suddenly resizing to fit its user.
Guys, I
So
think
you
this
got a
saddle
fake
will fit
understanding.
Cassiopeia.
Yeah.
I mean, are you saying she just because she's
What do you mean?
seeing all the sweets, she's putting more weight on?
Actually, I think the saddle will fit Dingus.
Dingus
It's a
makes it you confused.
Alright, I'm gonna take Dingus. I'm gonna take Dingus and go Dingus. It's a magic saddle. When we try to put it on you, it'll auto fix itself, so it won't be too big. But you just gotta put your back up underneath of it.
Meep.
Better than what our
I go. We can rest it on the ground and just get under it, okay? And then
He looks uncertain, but he trusts you. You get trust, Gifton.
Yes,
as he sort of flashes.
and I'll go look. I'll walk underneath of it. It's safe. It's like a big tunnel under here.
Okay.
Because I mean, a saddle you can go underneath if you're the law.
She's gonna get
Dingus
caught.
sort of very warily follows you under it.
And then I'll start pulling the strap like it was gonna go under his belly.
Okay, so you strap it like underneath his legs.
Yeah.
This big little strap.
Yeah.
And the saddle actually starts to shrink, and I hope you get out from under it as
I
well.
do get out from under it.
Yeah. The saddle starts to shrink down, and suddenly it conforms to Dingus's size, and there's a nice saddle sitting on him.
Ah.
Allie's been sitting there since we got that thing going, son of a bitch.
And then I'm gonna go. Oh, it looks so good on you. Look it.
Dingus has his cheeks are sort of puffed out a bit, and you can tell his belly is puffed out.
It's a magic saddle, Dingus. You really are like the Dragon Knights.
You get flashes of not comfy.
And I go, I'll adjust it, and I'll undo the strap a bit. Is that better?
Dingus nods.
Yeah.
Also, does Garrick still have his sleeve rolled up?
Yeah.
RG's going, by the way, what the fuck did you put your arm in?
Nothing.
What the fuck?
His skin glow is funny. Anyway, I'm gonna go bed. And I'm just gonna kind of walk over to like vaguely where there's something soft and just fall over into it.
I'm gonna roll the sleeve
This is
down.
after I unstrap the saddle off Dingus, because I will be kind
Okay,
enough to
you
not
take
leave
it
that
off
on him.
Dingus.
I'll take it off.
Okay.
But if he gets used to wearing it, he'll be so much happier with it on all the time.
He won't want to be normally around with that. That's uncomfortable.
As Gifton goes to bed, Dingus is going to stay staring at the saddle, sort of tilting his head, moving his head about, tilt.
Does he
move
return
over
to
here.
normal size when it gets
No,
taken off?
it's staying his size. This is what he's
Aw.
trying to figure out.
That would have
Why
been
is it
so much
little
more
now?
entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah, and Carrick, you just get a lot of sort of like questioning marks.
Magic does many things. Wait,
I was gonna
but look at him and go, wait a second.
Get shit from him.
Shouldn't
Yeah. You
understand magic?
in fact, Gifton, it's a little hard to get to sleep because you're still getting flashes, and
I
then you
roll myself to bed. No.
and there's a flash of big become small, small become big, big, small, small.
Just throw a pillow at him.
I'm just gonna.
No,
kinda,
that's I didn't say I
kinda
should.
say
I
it
said she should.
Drunken stupor. If you try to put it on a horse, it'll get big again.
And then you get flashes of like Liz and Dragon Lady, big, small.
Is he just saying that to her and all of us?
All of you.
Okay.
He's gonna look down and him go, you'll see her probably soon enough.
Yeah. Night time now. Bye bye.
There's chirps of yay, pretty, and then he's going to hop up on the bed because he's the lazy.
Just to make it fair to see whether or not some happens will even take disadvantage on for her, but
How does
just to see if he
Gifton
puts two and two together, starting from the comments of that.
It's not really enough to like associate it. Yeah.
Well, because
That's
we've
what I'm
never
saying.
met
I'm doing the
never met
insight.
the lady that he's talking about yet, so we have no idea.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it was
just being
mostly a going
ridiculously
from
dumb.
dragon to human, and then him saying, "Oh, you'll see her again soon."
Yeah, that is kind of.
That was the 2 points of. That's why I'm saying
I'll
I'm
leave
rolling
that
an
up.
insight for it.
Yeah, I'll leave it up to Carrick to set that.
That's what I was saying. I'm rolling an insight, and I'll take the disadvantage. I'm supposed to
Honestly,
have,
he
because-
probably get an idea that there's something up because
Yeah.
between the
You
visual,
you
and
might
that
not
comment.
understand. You don't understand exactly what's going on, but there does seem to be a relation.
Mhm.
But Dingus is going to flop down beside you and cover you with a wing, Gifton.
Okay, all right, and I will sleep while I have my dragon guard protect me. Apparently,
Mm-hmm.
I will sleep
Are
until
you
Cassiopeia comes back and starts making a racket
Yeah,
again.
unfortunately,
About now.
Cassiopeia returns.
On the bright side, whittling is a hell of a lot quieter than fucking
Yeah.
song.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's, well, they're going to start soaring because they have big pieces of lumber. But it should quiet down eventually.
I mean, technically, she could just use her axe.
So yeah,
It's
you
very
settle back
inactive.
down, and you hear the soaring once again.
It's like I time it.
Down. It'll be okay. It'll calm down. It'll be okay.
See, if I was a wizard, I could have taken the silence spell.
We could be in a silent orb right now for like a half hour and sleep.
And
Archie's just gonna
Dingus lets out an anguished little roar.
Made it loud. Oh.
Am I still up there,
I don't know.
or had I been, or
He's
I didn't
still
know how
up
long?
here.
Carrie,
I'm
can
going
you
to-
talk
going to-
about your skin condition at some point before I sleep now?
Gonna pat Dingus on the head. Just go to sleep.
RG's just gonna look where it's like, I'm way too tired to fucking parse it and fucking deal with it right now, but later on when it's quiet, I'm gonna be asking you to fuck.
We'll discuss it later. Go to sleep.
Like, bet your ass. And she's just gonna sit back down on the bed, lean against the wall, and rant.
I keep doing this reflexive thing, like I'm trying to reach for a pillow to throw at you guys, but nothing is my scale.
Well, the best part is honestly, I don't even know if we noticed you doing a pillow at us.
I know, but it's one of those things of like, if she would have normally, if you were other brownies, she would huck a pillow at you right now.
Yeah.
But she has nothing to do that with. She's just everyone's all reaching for something to throw and has nothing.
Well, so at this point, is there anything anybody wants to take care of?
Yes.
Okay. What's up, Carrick?
I'm gonna go and first see if Theldir's back.
That's up to Faldir. Are you still out in the?
I'm just gonna hang out with Klopp still.
Okay.
Okay. So
Faldir isn't indoors.
Okay. Then I'm going to head to the blacksmith, and I think. So I don't know where the. Yeah. Pop that stupid thing out of the window.
However, you do know that Faldir headed to the stables.
Yeah, you're right. I'll go check the stables first.
Are you gonna risk getting punched?
I'm gonna put it off on you. Technically, probably.
At the stables, you see Cassiopeia once again working away on wood, trying to. It doesn't look like she's working on the wagon now. However,
less hammer.
I don't know what the hell she's doing with it. Could be for the wagon.
And Faldir is there near Klopp's stall, just sort of patting Klopp's muzzle.
Have carrot.
Theldir?
Yes.
Do you know your way around weapons? Do you know anything about making weapons?
That was very racist of you to ask.
Just because my name's Forgehammer.
Hey, I use the excuse that he knows weapons.
Yeah.
What do you need to know?
Gifton was wondering about getting weapons made for us out of the iron bars, and if we had enough for that and such. Did we clean up before I left?
Yeah,
or did we
I'm
just
assuming
leave this shit up
that was probably a thing.
Okay.
It might still be strewn around, but I probably would have made you pick up the iron bar. But
Okay.
the rest of it.
Faldir,
How much is an iron bar, by the way? Is that like a pound of iron, or
it's a pound of iron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Faldir,
small.
I'm not going to make you roll for this because we've got the proficiency. This is not particularly realistic, but this is the system we're running with. For something like a dagger or like a hand axe or such, because you only got to make the axe head, we're going with a bar.
All right.
Long sword or something equivalent like that, where the whole thing is metal and you're just setting a wooden pommel around a metal fit piece. 2 bars. One of the larger weapons, like a big 2-handed greatsword or such, it's going to be 3 bars.
No.
I want an iron great hammer, an iron great club. That won't make Faye unhappy at all. Or us trying to carry that much
Carrick's
iron.
player reminder of why I wanted to figure this out so we could leave some bars behind.
She wanted to know if we had enough that we could leave some behind with the blacksmith for use here.
Well, it depends on how much we feel we need.
I'm just gonna palm one of my daggers. I probably only need one of these. I'll admit. Have I seen you use anything besides the hand axes?
You
Out of
might have
character?
heard that I used the warhammer, but yeah, actually, I did use the battle axe during that last fight as well.
Okay.
So,
I don't know what you'd be more comfortable with. Pretty sure Gifted isn't going to want anything because that's just as bad for her as it is for be using it against. Kind of, you see him kind of like mentally. Cash probably would be actually just. Out of character.
Her
Is
axe
it a
is already.
battle axe or great axe? Oh, she already has one done.
She's the only one that had an iron weapon to start with.
Oh, okay. I don't know
The
what
doctor or
arg you
the
could
drunk.
get. Yeah, I don't know what arg you'd use, and I don't know if you can make a bone saw out of iron.
Probably couldn't get the teeth
Yes.
or the
so I don't know what
sharpness
you'd
of a
use.
scalpel. It's a dagger, but it's more refined.
And scalpels aren't efficient weapons. Not in a regular fight.
Well, actually, they're not. They're not actually scalpels. They're lancets, which are like dart scalpels. That's weird.
They're stabbing implements.
Yeah.
So
How
basically,
much
you
you
would just
think?
need an iron dagger for that because it wouldn't be like
Yeah.
a preferred weapon. It's just a weapon you'd swap to.
Yeah, it'd be like two. See, the thing is, I don't know what argy would get made out of
Iron studded knuckles. Iron knuckles.
Or if you could dip either end of her staff in iron and put the
Yeah.
If Vargi wants to stick with staff, because you guys might want to take into consideration the new weapon system we'll be switching to next week with this as well.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So that's one thing I'm pretty sure all my weapons would classify as the one bar method. So I don't know what everybody else.
Well, I also think the figure with this isn't like this is going to be your primary weapon. This is a
backup.
This is a backup you swap to suddenly.
This is a fey weapon.
Yeah.
Perhaps you might want to ask Argy what she would need, and the doctor as well.
Okay. Well, Argy's asleep, and I'm supposed to have a discussion with her later, anyways. Any idea where the doctor is?
You passed him.
That's right. The doctor's still in the tavern, isn't he?
He's busy laughing weirdly around town.
we're gonna leave and be like, okay, they're all welcome back. As long as the doctor doesn't laugh outside people's windows anymore. So,
And
okay,
thus we are rushed out of this town.
I'm gonna go poke my head back into the main place. Corvus.
Yeah. Oh, Carrick.
Gifton was having questions about the iron we have and getting weapons made and some left here. What would you like if we sword, knife, chainsaw?
No chainsaws.
He will.
There is actually a chain sword listed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just not making.
He will shut his little notebook that he's been writing in and ponder. Not well favored in weapons. Is
No,
for
just be in case of Fey attacks.
I guess just a like a dagger of sorts, I presume.
Okay.
That's what I'm used to working with, small instruments.
Okay, so pair of daggers, and okay. Thank you.
He goes back to his writing.
Head back out to Thaldir. Sounds like he's same boat as me. Just a dagger would suffice. So it's kind of what you would want. And did I get close to Cassiopeia? I'm guessing iron weapons are visually different than a steel weapon. So it would have. Is it something that's an obvious or is it something if you don't know?
It's pretty obviously iron, and it's clearly a barbarian made axe that she's picked
We
up.
also had actually actively discussed it for her covering it up.
Yes.
And
He actually wasn't there for it though because he stayed in town that day.
I think we discussed that in town, didn't we?
No, you guys discussed it on the way there because you had an emergency wrapping of it.
At the end, so he wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
You always use them reacting to it when he unsheathed it.
But I would have seen it when we were in
yeah,
combat.
there is enough stuff that you could know.
Okay,
You
so
could
I
use-
know that. Cass seems to already have one, so I guess it's just you, Corvus, Argy, and myself. I don't know what you'd think. I guess it'd be like one for Corvus and me each. I said when they wake up, we'll talk to Argy. But I'm guessing we probably have some extra. If he rummages through. We've got 10 bars in here.
Yes, we would have some extra then.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Gifton will leave with the blacksmith.
Faldir sort of a haul, right? Yeah, Faldir knows what you've all got. Faldir,
Yeah.
you know the copper bars are also a lot more valuable than the iron bars, so it might be possible to trade if you needed more iron. But I know you're hoping to leave some iron behind, but you know.
If we wanted more iron, on the other hand, we do have something that would be worth trading.
Oh.
Copper bars we could use.
Yeah. Well, when we are all awake, we can, I guess, figure out. I'm going to run over to out of character, because I don't know if this is something I missed. Has anyone talked about iron weapons to the blacksmith at all?
Not really.
Okay. So
he does know that the town's using iron because he supplied a lot of it for the shavings and such.
I'm actually gonna. Thaldir, would making iron weapons be something that not everybody would be able to do? Like if a normal weaponsmith or blacksmith, would they be able to make them fine?
How do you know that it's easier than doing the actual steel?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm not going to go ask him if he knows how to, because I'll figure he will know. I'm going to go. You don't carry a bow, do you? Thaldir.
He's asking me?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so you don't need arrows. Cass.
What?
Okay, you can hear me. Do you have a bow?
No. Why would I want a bow?
When things are far away, it's hard to hit them.
That's why you run at them.
But then they shoot you when you run to them.
Or throw javelins.
That's why you run faster.
Or you could throw things like an axe.
Cassiopeia angrily trying to jump and gallop in the air as they're attacked by birds.
Okay. I'm getting a little bit low on arrows, not super low, but if we run into some of the issues that we were running into on the way here, I'd rather be prepared. So I'm going to go pick up some more arrows for myself from Ellis. I can't pronounce it. I've got it written down. I just can't pronounce it. Ellis.
Yes, Ellis.
Ellis. So I guess if we need more than what I'm picking up, we can always stop back over there. I don't think having iron arrows would be as useful since
actually most arrows are iron head anyway.
Oh, really?
Unless it's for going after armored targets, there isn't too much use in doing steel for hunting.
Oh, so like my bow is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that actually effective against Fae, or is it not enough iron
will...
on an arrow to really?
No, it'll be effective.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. That means I always have something.
However, this is with basically hunting tips and such. If you start going for the razor head arrows and such, they're probably going to be steel.
Yeah, no, he's just grabbing the basic arrows because it's kind of he plans on being more in, but so far that hasn't worked.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go, since nobody seems any arrows other than me.
Yeah. Which I'll also give you a heads up. There's not going to be any standard difference damage-wise other than the Fey iron stuff between the two types of arrows. However, running around with razor head arrows tends to be made to kill people.
Yeah, that's why. That's the other reason why just standard. Because I'm figuring your standard arrow you usually find would be more of a hunting arrow.
Yes.
Than that. So I figured that
they're far narrower tips and
since I am trying to hide the weapons I'm carrying, the bow is a little bit more obvious of, it's here to deal with animals type thing. So I'm gonna go to see Boyer. Boyer.
Okay. The Boyer they've been gotten up and out. So he'll actually be there starting to open up.
Is it Ellis, or is it
it's Ellis?
Okay. Hi, Ellis again.
Hello, Carrick.
Would I be able to purchase some arrows from you?
Yeah, sure. How many do you need? What kind?
Just regular hunting arrows will work. About 40.
40? Yeah.
Just to make sure I've got a good amount for anything we went into.
You got a quiver there?
Yes.
Okay. He is going to grab out basically what looks like two. There's just string keeping them bundled together. Two bundles of arrows.
Okay.
All right. That'll be. He starts the stuff. He starts to say, and then he looks a little hesitant. That'll be a gold for a lot.
Okay. And I pull out a gold and hand it to him.
Right. He takes that and he just pushes the two bundles to you. And decently made arrows.
Math skills, 55 arrows.
Yeah. He's getting half price.
I was actually reaching for the book because I couldn't remember.
Yeah, it's gold piece for 20.
Yeah. So, okay. Thank you. I'm not sure if I've got a couple of people who might need them, but it looked like he had plenty last time. So if he needs any, I'll make sure he comes to you.
Don't worry, we've got plenty. We use them a lot.
Yeah. I look at mine. Yeah. I mean, the short time I've been out and about, I've already lost 5 of the ones I had starting. And I have to.
They're real bitch to recover sometimes, aren't they?
Yeah. Out of character, still better than firing all of them into the guy in the lava. Because that was still the crappiest one. I used half my arrows that day. Freaking null. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm gonna do the nod because I don't have a hat.
Yeah. He nods and gives you a little wave.
I'm gonna head on back, and I'm going to wait for the other 3 to wake back up.
Okay, so you're on hold basically.
I'm going to, while I'm waiting for them,
I'm
going to continue with the Thieves' Cant book.
Okay, right. Anybody else have things they want to do? Cassiopeia is preoccupied. Valdir, you're waiting on Cassiopeia, right?
Yep.
Corvus?
Corvus is... He's just going to be writing his book.
Okay. Right, so we will fast forward a little bit. This is going to take Cassiopeia quite a chunk of time, so...
In the montage, can we be break?
You need a break?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Go get
Potty
drinks,
breaks.
potty.
Potty breaks.
Ah, crap. Now I have body break in my head.
Ha.
Thanks, Blackie.
Ha.
Do you know what body break is, Ali?
No. What is it, Head then?
It is so 90s.
scares me then. Ha! Ha!
That fucking 80s ass mustache.
90s.
Still a fucking 80s ass mustache. Maybe made in the 90s, but that mustache came straight out of the 80s.
See, I'm mildly sad that I didn't roll anything in that first bit because I've been holding on to this GIF, waiting for a moment where I rolled.
Boom, boom. Bum, bum, bum. Yay, Doggy's joining in.
I really wanted to link that next time I had to roll something. It just never came up. You're like, all right, I'm not actually going to need you to roll this. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'll hold on to this gift for a while longer.
So, Allie, I have a question.
Yes.
Dingus is wearing the saddle now.
Uh-huh.
Do I know of any benefits that will convey?
Oh, he's got a
I'm,
saddle.
I'm basically, you're no longer going to have to do any animal handling checks.
Oh, thank God. This is the best saddle in the whole wide world.
Woo! Thank God that got figured out.
Oh.
I am basically giving you Dingus to you now as a proper mount, now that arc is done.
Oh, thank God.
That gold and throwing the tennis ball in the Yahtzee.
Yep.
That's nice.
It's a good dog. I don't know what kind of horrible monster doesn't use a cup for Yahtzee.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Dingus will be going on his own in it until you get your feet.
Oh, that's okay.
You don't have feet?
No.
My God.
Wow. Brownies really are weird.
That's why I struggle so hard. You guys don't appreciate why I have to crawl my way across the battlefield.
Did you ever say in character that you would have you can make a displacer's cloak?
Yeah.
You mentioned that, I
Yeah,
think.
I mentioned I could make something out of that.
Okay.
At least I think I can make something out of that. My character believes she can.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Sam needed inspiration very badly.
Oh, yes. I will actually cover that for people right here, right now. So basically, reading a bit more into that document, she shouldn't be able to make that yet. But because everyone's gotten so excited about it, I am allowing her to roll for it at this point. It's sort of one-off.
Okay.
I get one roll, and then otherwise we have to wait until we're the appropriate level. Because basically, the way the crafting works is, for those items, is you have to be in a certain level range to be able to craft them. And
because it's a magic item and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not because it's magic, it's simply because of how high tier it is.
Right.
That's how it's a rare item, basically.
Yeah.
And so,
sure.
It's rare, so it's going to be special. But, yeah, she's got it in her head she wants to try, and Allie said she'd let me try, but I'm
being kind.
I'm going to do everything I can to set myself up for the best possible situation before I do that, which means I need to
Guys, we have to find a cleric for guidance.
Guys, I need every stacking bonus
and a
I
bard.
can get.
Do we need an old priest and a new
young
priest?
No, you need an old priest and a young musician.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I have a question
We need
for
a vaguely
Thaldir.
experienced.
And I also need a character to wear as little silk as possible. And that's all he's wearing.
Wow.
What is your question, Carrick?
With over this time, because Carrick has already gotten the confirmation from Gifton about this.
Mhm.
If Thaldir was asked by Carrick to teach him Dwarven, would he?
I guess. I'm a little rusty.
I mean, he hasn't had to use his own language in quite some time.
Because he's the only one I think that speaks a language I don't speak other than Sylvan.
By the way, Little
Do
Rusty
you-
is actually a slur in Dwarven terms.
Do you do this in the open at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm
Rich.
very ashamed of talking indoor. I honestly.
I was going, are you asking, like, am I asking him in the open, or are we teaching in the open?
Are you teaching in the open?
Well, honestly, I'm not sure when this would be happening, so I can't comment on
It
that.
might be during stable times.
Yeah, I've come to
Yes, it is.
realize in the last moment or two, I should probably try and talk to the blacksmith rather than sit in the stable
Which
after I got
you can do if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go talk to the blacksmith about making the items. Even if I don't know what the final item is gonna be, I can at least get the head start on all the others.
We're going to go ahead anyway, but is everyone back?
Yep.
I have returned.
I did, as a very quick thing, want to ask one question. Because I had poured over the document all fucking week for the new weapon thing. The one question I had: does any group get natural proficiency with ambush weapons? Because gauntlets, anything like that.
No.
Okay.
Maybe not with the group, but if you read through, I think you actually get the gauntlets as a monk.
Yeah, they get them as monk weapons, but you would not get that as your elven thing or anything. No.
No, I wasn't saying it's elven thing. I was wondering just because through the
gauntlet-
entire document
yes,
and couldn't find actually proficiency.
Basically,
for it.
anyone that has simple weapon proficiency knows how to use gauntlets.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go to page 6 of this document,
yeah.
It tells you what basically all the groups translate to.
Yeah.
And it doesn't list Marshall because Marshall's everything, essentially.
Well, here's the fun
okay,
thing,
yeah.
which some may have missed because it took a lot of searching for me to figure out how this works.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
And that's exactly
get-
this that I kept pouring through and I kept accidentally missing.
With these sets of rules,
Mhm.
you get your proficiency bonus on all weapons, even those you're not proficient in, unless they're awkward.
Which
Because everybody
most of them
considers
do have.
simple.
Which most of them do have awkward at their simple
Yeah,
level.
Yeah.
Which
but
it would be if you're not proficient with
Yeah.
them. Yes.
so
And
but
you get
it
a lower
is-
dice if you're not
Yeah.
proficient.
But there are a few, like the punch deck and such,
not
where
always.
you can use them even if you don't have that sort of training. So,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and there's quite a few that don't level up
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
because
so
I was
everyone's
trying
back.
to figure that out.
Back to game?
Yes.
Back to
Yep,
game.
back to game. Right. Okay, so Faldir, you want to wander over to the smith?
Yep.
Okay. Smith is finally starting to gallop on about himself. The forge isn't running yet, but he's up, and his shop's open.
I guess if he's got an open area, I'll walk into that. Otherwise, if he's got like a door, then I'll knock on the door.
No, it's an open front, and he just he nods at you and actually greets you with a hearty dwarven hello.
Yes. Greetings.
Now, do you reply in dwarfish or are you sticking to common?
I'm going to answer in common.
Okay, you answer in common. He looks at you for a second, but he just continues on. What can I do for you?
I need some iron weapons made. I can supply iron.
That's good. We're starting to run a little short.
I may be able to help with that afterward.
Right, well, what do you need made?
I could use another hand axe or two, at least 2 or 3 daggers, and another item that I'll have to tell you about later.
All right. The axe. How big?
I'll pull out one of my hand axes.
All right. You want the entire thing of iron or just half the wood?
Just the head is all I need.
All right. Well, that won't be too much work. Iron, you say, not steel?
Yes.
All right. Uh, Okay, this one has been established to be a little more money liking than. Sorry, Cassiopeia, for calling you to get horseshoes.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, you're supplying the goods. Me working on my own, I could probably get them to you a couple of days.
What if I offer to work for you during the time?
We could probably get it done by day's end. Yeah, you proficient?
I have some training, yes.
Alright, well, daggers aren't too hard to make, so I reckon, yeah, if you're helping out, I'll charge you a gold piece for the work.
Sounds good. I'll be back soon with the iron.
Okay, dokie.
And the gold at the time.
He nods. Right, well, don't worry, I've got to get the forge going.
Hours later, we wake up.
Nod. Well, and then I turn around, use the Dryad Heart, and light
I
the
think
forge.
you guys might be staying another day in this town. I'm just getting the feeling here.
No!
Hey, I'll say, all I said was I wanted to know how much so we could leave it. I didn't say that we should get it made before we leave.
I never say anything about having it made either.
Founder has made an executive decision now.
I know, and he is
We're
our
leaving in the
leader.
morning.
He is our leader,
Yeah,
so we must accept
He is the
it.
leader of the group.
Wait, I'm the leader?
Yeah.
Where the
You're
hell
the
did
leader
that
of the
happen?
bunch. We know you well.
No, so you're the leader when it comes to stuff like this. When it comes to the talkie of she shoved me in front to the talkie.
Hi, this is my puppet.
shows
I named
you
him
in
Carrick.
Not necessarily to do the talking, but to seduce all of the characters unintentionally.
I will say, Cassiopeia is making marionettes. I'm using one. This is Carrick.
We'll say by this point, Argy, your trancing will be done.
Argy will come back downstairs and stretching. That's better.
Leave
And
the door
found the-
cracked open for me. God damn it.
You're heading off to
You
find
will.
these people.
You probably don't even need to tell her to do that shit.
Yeah, I'm heading back to the tavern, I guess, because they have the iron bars.
Okay, you come back to the tavern. Argy's there. Who else? Carrick, you at the tavern, reading your book.
Yep.
Cassiopeia, you're still working on your stuff.
Yeah.
Corvus.
Still writing in his book.
Yep. Okay. So everyone's at the tavern apart from Cassiopeia and Gifton, who's upstairs.
Carrick, I can have
Yes.
that work done by the end of the day.
Okay. Do we know how many bars?
I'll need about half of them,
Okay.
depending on how much this one needs. And I'll gesture towards the drunk, not the doctor.
I
Do
mean,
what?
they may be similar. I was talking to Thaldir about what Gifton was asking upstairs about the iron bars,
Oh, yeah.
but we don't know what to have made for you, so.
Maybe just something I can put over the front end of my hand. It's like a knuckle duster or a gauntlet or something like that.
Yeah, I guess some
Iron
iron
gauntlets.
knuckles would be pretty good for you.
Are iron gauntlets a thing? And that's him
Um,
whispering to Thaldir.
I think iron knuckles would work, though. Instead of
Yeah.
brass knuckles.
So both count as the same weapon. Faldi, you know that gauntlets would take a way fucking longer to make, but iron knuckles, that'd be real quick and easy.
Well, I could do gauntlets, but that'll take quite a bit of time. It's a
Yeah,
little
knuckle dusters will work.
complex. Yeah, we could probably get that done. Alright. I'll take 5 bars.
Okay. Gonna Pull open the bag.
In fact, I will say the knuckle dusters, that'll be a bar just to make a pair.
Yep.
Nice.
So that would bring us to. Sorry, I'll go with
2 daggers.
2 daggers. How many hand axes?
I did say a pair.
A pair, so 2 for that.
Yeah, that's 5.
1 for the knuckle duster.
So 5.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, that covers because neither of us
Okay.
rogues are dual wielding. So
right. Yeah, because I was only doing 2 daggers. So yeah, 5 will do.
I'm gonna dig on through and pull 1, 2, 4. Okay. There's the 5.
Right.
Also, Faldir, give me just a straight intelligence check. Actually, no, this would be wisdom. Give me a wisdom check. Okay. He mentioned running low on iron. Grifton wanted to leave these here, but you could probably make some money from this.
Are you sure you want that? Let me try that sentence over again. You would mention not wanting the rest of this iron.
Gifton said leave it here because they'll probably need it with everything going on.
Tell you what, you're going to come towards the end of the day with the rest of your iron. And you're going to sweet talk the smith into giving you a good deal. And you can throw in some of the copper bars as well. Might make some money off of this.
We're probably going to need it if we're going to keep going like this.
Yeah, we'll need supplies for the journey anyways. We could use another horse. Otherwise, I'll just slow the rest of you down anyways.
Okay. About when should I show up?
Probably when it starts to get past dark, you would think.
Yeah. Somewhere around when it gets dark.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you want to bring some ale through the day.
Butter him up.
I can swing that, I think.
Good. See if he has a favorite.
The high alcohol content ale.
Oh yeah, it's always great near a fire. Let me just. Oh well, I don't need to drink that one.
There's a reason why he has no beard.
Who needs bellows when you can just, breathe at it?
That's why he has no stomach either.
Well, given that seems to have been resolved,
yep.
I'll head back to the smith.
Okay. So he's going to split the work with you.
All right.
Give me 2 rolls with your smith's tools things, please.
Okay, so what?
I would actually have you query strength on this.
Okay, strength. I think that is set up correctly then.
Good luck.
Okay, another one. Yep, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so this will take you a better part of the day. But you're able to do this. Carrick, you're going to be coming by during this period while he's working?
Before I do,
Mhm.
I'm going to find out. I'm going to ask Enrin if he knows if the blacksmith has a favorite ale.
Erin snorts a bit in amusement. Yeah, stuff we don't carry. But when he comes to drinks here, yeah. He's actually going to pull out some glass bottles. Got to import this for him. Costs a little more, but he pays it. Sadly, we can't get his favourite stuff. That's from way up north in the Dwarven Holds.
How much would it be to buy a bottle of that?
For you, we'll call it 5 silver.
Okay. Okay. 5 silver. And I'm not even going to write down the bottle because it ain't going to last. My inventory. I'm going to pull out the money and hand it to Denrin.
Yeah, sorry, I can't give this to you, but this is
I understand, sir. It's
pricey stuff, boy. And he puts the money away.
I understand. I'm going to grab that and
Butter
come
the guy up
swing
during the
by.
day.
Yep.
Okay, with that ale, you can have advantage on your persuasions.
Okay.
So, what are you trying to do?
Was I working with you out of character? Out of characterly, in character, am I just going through? Am I separate from the whole thing?
You're showing up and selling shit.
You're just coming by and
saying, hey, I have a bunch of this metal. I heard, you guys might need more iron.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna come by and try to sell the iron and
Okay.
some of the copper.
As you come by, you see him there pounding away on an anvil, flattening out what looks like a blade. Faldir, he's actually just put you to work on the knuckle dusters.
Every time I just imagine it as clothing, because the duster coat.
I'm just imagining a feather duster on somebody's knuckles. Right.
He talks loudly to you, and he doesn't stop his work to do so. He just continues hammering away. All right, what can I do for you, boy?
I've kind of heard that with everything going on in the
Speak up!
that you need some iron. You need some iron.
That does make him pause. Yeah, I'm running a little low.
I've got some bars that I could part ways with for some stuff, for some money. Wow, words.
He pauses and he actually glances over at Faldir.
I also have this, sir, and pulls out a bottle.
I thought you wrote that during the day, or did you?
Oh, I don't know when all this is taking place.
He told you to bring that during the day.
Okay, so that I've been dropping off throughout the day.
It's been buttering him up. Okay. So he's happy to see you again. Faldir, you've seen him pausing just to take swigs of this throughout the day. And in that case,
happier.
He doesn't address you as boy. He addresses you as Carrick.
Mm-hmm.
Carrick, my boy, what can I do for you?
I've got 5 bars of iron. I also have some copper bars.
Well, iron isn't as valuable as the copper, he says, and that might not be true at their current state.
If you can see my face, you'll see me shake my head slowly.
I have a feeling right now you need the iron more probably than the copper.
He brings his hammer down again, a little harder. Well, that might be the case, but I can't be paying too much for it.
Sam. Do you think Sam?
No, it's Slam.
All right, Blackie.
Oh, Slam.
Out of character.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Blackie,
I was very confused.
Blackie, out of character. I'm going to help you. Right now, sir, you have a lot of demand and a very finite supply. Any quick supply you have, you can sell at a much higher markup immediately than what you can do later when you can get a resupply. You stand to a much bigger profit, sir, right now.
Okay, I repeat what comes out of my sending stone.
They don't let me have a sending stone when I'm sleeping.
You want to basically say that gist, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. He actually pauses and he's swinging again and sighs. How much are you asking?
Someone actually because I actually have no idea what the
a bar of iron is a silver piece right now.
Yeah.
A bar of copper is 5 silver pieces. You could probably imagine that the iron is as valuable as the copper, if not a bit more, right now to him.
But, also keep in mind, we like this people.
Yeah.
You might want to go somewhere around 3 or 4 silver each.
I'd say if we got 2 silver a bar, we're getting what it would cost us to buy iron somewhere else.
But also keep in mind the haggle up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so start higher.
So say 3 silver a bar.
See, Sam is like lowballing her
Start at 4.
Yeah.
All right, there's a haggle going on out of character. Can that be the haggle in character?
I'll be kind to the DM and say you've made the point that these are about as valuable as the copper. Probably start at the copper price.
That's where I was leaning towards.
Yeah.
You said it was 6
5.
silver? 5.
Yeah.
5
You could
silver.
probably get a bit more if you pushed it, but if you're trying to be kind.
How about the same for both? Copper's worth 5 silver a bar. How about 5 silver per iron bar?
All right, give me your first persuasion roll.
And you said I have advantage on this, correct?
Yep.
There's a reason I chose you.
Oh, well,
shit.
Okay. Yeah, there is no haggle.
Welcome to the expertise.
Yeah.
All right, I would like to point out. All right, Valdir, the devil on your shoulder. Gifton, the angel on your shoulder. I just got hit with a knockback effect and I'm gone.
The angel who has 2 little horns holding up the halo.
He pauses and glowers at you and goes, "I'll tell you what, boy. Make it 4 silver a bar, and I'll ignore the price of this work."
Okay,
Ooh,
sure.
That's a whole gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Which is essentially the money you're saving. Yeah, it's about the same price as you would have got if you said no and then sold them at full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to out of character.
Technically, you're already
Here's
down
a
5 silver for a bottle of alcohol anyway. So.
Here's a question. How unusual would it be literally for me to literally reach into my bag and just start pulling all these bars out?
It would be unusual, but
okay.
Magical items aren't as it's not going to raise alarms.
Okay,
That's what you're worried about.
That was what I was worried about, because I was worried about that might have issues.
Yeah. Start setting them out.
Yeah, I'm gonna start setting them out.
So. Are you trying to sell the whole lot or just a few of them?
Definitely selling all the iron.
Yep.
Will he purchase all the copper, or will he only purchase part of them?
Well, it depends how many you're putting out. Like, right, how many you got?
I'm figuring we want to probably hold on to some, just because it's definitive money.
2 or 3 bars of copper.
Yeah.
I mean,
keep.
it's only worth 5 silver a piece. We might as well sell it because it's a pound each, so it weighs more than like a gem.
Bag of holding.
Yeah, but bag of holding still has limitations on
and also
how much
it's
holds.
less valuable to most people.
You will probably get lower prices in the cities.
We won't be able to trade it probably as much.
I've got 5 iron. You should rummage around. We didn't use any of the copper bars for anything, right?
Nothing.
Okay. And we've got 10 copper bars here.
He taps his finger on the anvil. Goes, "All right, I'll take the lot."
Okay, sure.
And
where would you like me to put them?
He motions over to just a side table as he goes and starts to pull out a lockbox that he opens up, fishes some coins out, he counts them very carefully.
He's not Henry's dad, in other words. Is he able to count this far better than Henry did?
You want this in gold or silver, boy? He's gone back to boy.
How many people are in the party? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, if you don't count things.
It's gonna be
70 silver.
When we split it, it will be 1 gold piece each, and then 1 silver piece and some copper. So you might as well just get it in gold.
Gold would make it easier, sir.
You would actually get 75 silver total. It's 5 times 15.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right, 5 times 15.
So it'd be like.
Well, I thought he
7
was
gold
getting it
and
as for
5
4 silver a piece for the thing.
Yeah.
He was-
Oh, yeah, actually, good point.
Yeah,
I-
70.
So it's 70. I did it right. I did the math.
Yeah.
You did. So 7 gold.
That actually comes out at 60.
Oh, no.
No, it's
4 times 5 plus 5 times 10.
yeah.
So 20 plus 50.
It's 20 plus 50.
Oh, right, okay.
And this
Yeah.
is this
Yep,
is how
yep,
the
yep.
split will look, which I'm probably just gonna
Yeah.
say we put 2 copper into the kitty again, which we keep building up a little copper fund for the.
No. Are we remembering that silver is? Oh no, it's right. Electrums. That's retarded.
Electrum doesn't exist.
I have.
Oh, thank God.
I have it skipping Electrum. It doesn't do that for one.
Okay.
So
I'd honestly almost say we take we hand out the gold and silver as normal, and then all the copper period throw in the kitty for our funds of staying in it and shit like that.
I'd have to do some math then.
Honestly, I would have just taken it as if
You have 40
it's 10,
You have 40.
if it's 10 silver per gold, then each person gets a gold, and then
We put the rest in the kitty.
yeah, that's 1 gold coin.
Yeah, that's 1 gold coin each. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
Right, so deduct the bars, and everyone takes a gold coin and 1 in the party fund.
all right, that works.
Mhm.
I will let you deal with
I
it
will
on
deal with the party
Excel.
fund as normal.
I'm
Thank
in
you.
the edit loot, and I'm going to pull the bars out.
All right. Well, once
On
you're done with
there.
that, I'll do that. I'm gonna do my character sheet and add a gold coin.
And I'll put the gold coin in
I'm
with
gonna be really
the
confused
copper.
how we got gold money. I'll be like, you
So
sold the
it's-
copper bars. Cool.
So it's 1
1 gold piece.
1
each.
gold is going in.
Party
And it's 1 in the party loot. I put the 1 with the 4 copper in the party
Yeah,
loot
that'll work.
on that spreadsheet.
Yep.
On the
On
spreadsheet.
notes. Yeah.
Okay. And everybody might as well add the gold onto their character sheet before we forget.
Yep.
Because as soon as I see people, I'm going to be handing it out. Other than Thaldir, because they're like, really bad to go walk with Thaldir and have a gold.
Oh, here's the gold!
Here you go. This was a great idea, Thaldir. Thank you for advising that I come out and do.
Yeah, he has a decent enough intelligence. He knows better
And
than
I edited
that.
it on our loot tracking as well. That it's 1 gold, 4 copper right now.
Okay.
And yeah, my bag weighs less, even though it didn't weigh anything.
And Faldir, you don't have to pay the gold for the work.
Yay.
Yay.
I hadn't deducted it yet. but,
Yeah. Right. So, about the time you are able to finish up the various pieces of weapons, and such, Cassiopeia, you're able to finish up your work as well,
Okay.
and it is starting to get dark once again. And Gifton, you're able to wake up around this time.
Yeah, dinner time. Let's go get dinner. Let's hope that somebody left the door open so I can get my pseudo dragon out the door. I can get out the door.
I did.
He can't get out the door.
Meep meep.
Beep beep. You're a beep.
Why
I'm
would
gonna put the saddle on him, and then I'm gonna ride him down.
Okay. You put the saddle on him, and do anything particular for the saddle?
I ask him, is this too tight? Is this okay? Is this good? Is it loose? Is it fit right?
You get a okay.
Okay. I
Okay.
check it really quick because I don't know.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm still disadvantaged because I'm exhausted.
Nope, you've slept it off.
Oh, thank God. Alright.
Yeah, I figured by now we'd be okay.
No, it seems okay.
Alright, getting on.
Okay, you slide to the side as he releases his breath.
No.
What
Yes.
movie was that from?
That's not from any movie. That's from real life
That's from
all
real
the
life.
time.
Me and Ellie
Oh.
both know that horses do that. That's why I was saying.
Yeah.
That's why last time when we were when they were getting stuff on Cassiopeia, I was like, give her a good punch in the side so that she's not holding her
Yeah.
breath in. Dingus!
No,
Now you
there's
made
a-
the
there's
saddle
a-
go sideways. Don't hold your
There's
breath.
a
I'll
movie
try
where
doing
the
it
guy
again.
You get a sort of emotion from Dingus. But he lets you do it the second time. He lets you tighten it properly.
Yeah. This is a new game now.
Yeah.
All right,
And you're able to get on and able to ride him down.
Yay.
It's just so much easier now.
It's like I don't fly all over the place grabbing on and trying to desperately not fall off.
Oh, but now all the fun's gone.
Yay. No, it's still fun because I really don't have control right now. During non-combat scenes, I don't really probably have as much control.
So, Carrick, you are now pretty certain you could hold a conversation in this weird code language.
Okay. Yeah, officially get my level 1 ability.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I'm not level 3 rogue yet.
Right. For the sake of party dynamics, I'm going to say you all come to the fucking tavern with your various goods and such that you've made. Jesus Christ, I expected us to be in Dolwood by now.
Sorry.
I wanted to leave ages ago.
Yes, so you're all in the tavern. There's a few other folks in here having their dinners and such.
Here's gold for you. Here's gold for you. And here's gold for you.
Thanks, Topra.
Thank you.
Yeah, Carrick's handing out gold for some reason.
Oh, money.
Each of the party members.
All right. So are we leaving in the morning?
Look over at Thaldir.
I'm looking over at Thaldir.
Is everything
I
done
suppose.
on that end?
I'll have a stop to make on the way out, but that's it.
Okay.
Cassiopeia, you have the stuff Aldir asked you to make.
Okay.
Yay.
Is Cass actually in the tavern
Everyone's
this
in the
time?
inn, Ali
Yes,
said.
the
Okay.
DM decided that this is
I was
happening.
making sure that it included her.
We might have gone outside and said hi. Please come in so we can have a family meeting.
All right.
Put a hack
So
more.
She's putting this cane and this crutch on the table.
Just imagine a little one for tiny.
At this, Corvus has came back into the tavern. He had left to do something.
What did
But
you do,
has returned.
Corvus?
I'm sending you a direct message of what I was doing.
He killed the apothecary.
He robbed the apothecary again.
And then he started robbing some of the other stores that might have similar-ish useful
he
stuff.
didn't want to be outdone by somebody making a cane and a crutch for the other guy, so he went across town, found a drunkard, sawed his leg off, and then to attach it to the other guy to fix his knee.
Fantastic.
That would be great, actually. I'd be like Frankenstein. Woo!
Stupid hiccups.
Okay, so not something that needs to be immediately.
No, not
okay.
something that needs to be taken care of. Just that.
Right. Okay. So yes, you're all there. Cassiopeia has some nice wood for you, Valdia.
Oh.
Why are you putting this on the table? This is where the
'Cause she
food
didn't
and
put it on
Gifted
the
and
floor?
Dingus go.
I'm guessing that is for the Elroy gentleman.
Did he have an accident?
Not as such.
Yeah.
Well, that's so sad with his daughter all hurt.
Quite.
I have no clue. I've been completely sheltered from this.
Sure.
What we heard him screaming from the tavern?
No, I had asked and I couldn't hear shit from inside the tavern because I'm little.
Yes, sound doesn't reach little people.
Yep. And there was a lot of noise being made inside the tavern from different things going on that it just kept me out from hearing it.
Fair point.
She was yelling motivational things for Argy.
So are we
Yes, ma'am.
are we gonna leave in the morning, Valdir?
If we're ready to go, then it would be for the best.
So you
Cassiopeia?
guys don't want to leave at night?
Is the cart ready to
Sorry,
go?
Allie.
Looking at Cass.
The cart's mobile.
We could leave at
It's
night.
not complete.
It's not sheltered, but she's got a pretty good base done.
It's not improved enough, but it is still in good enough condition.
It's operable.
Okay.
Enrin wanted to make us some food for our trip, so
Well, why don't we
If
leave
we're
first
gonna
thing
let
in the
him know
morning,
then.
and then we'll get out of these people's hair, because I think they have enough going on. They don't need strangers around.
I'll inform Henry that we'll be leaving.
I think in some ways we're not strangers anymore.
I don't know. I think I'm.
No, at this point, we're kind of a public nuisance.
But you all might be. I've been
You're
doing a
basically
steady
family.
job.
I haven't done shit.
Yeah, he isn't either.
Yeah, in fact,
You did-
during your entire conversation, even though Carrick is not working right now, you get a couple of folks go, "Carrick, give me a nail."
Well, are you going to do that?
Yeah, I'm assuming you're gonna go do that.
He actually will. I mean,
No.
he'd be doing something else if he wouldn't get in major amount of trouble for mage handing it.
Though I am going, for one, to sleep in a proper bed tonight. So,
I sleep on
Guten
the floor.
Abend.
Good night.
You slept on the bed today.
I know, it was great. Why do you guys make your pillows so big? You can't really get comfy with that.
you can't throw them either.
Yeah.
Argy just looks over and goes, "Perfectly honest, I don't use a pillow."
Hey, Thal dear, can you do me
Yes.
a favor when we start traveling tomorrow? And she's gonna put on the biggest, saddest eyes that she can possibly get. I really want some flower seeds, so if you see any while we're walking along, could you get them for me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Corvus
I'll
walks
be in
back
somebody's
downstairs.
Bag.
Corvus comes back downstairs. Where's my dagger?
I don't know which room I'm in.
I just slept in the room every
Second
time.
one on the left. You're in the
Okay.
second one past the first.
Oh, right. This is
That is
yours.
actually the way we set it up.
Ugh.
Gonna stab you with a knife. No,
Ugh.
That was
Gift and make that at the daggers. Oh, sorry, reflex.
So you give Corvus one of the daggers.
I would keep it hidden.
Okay, that's easy enough to do.
And he puts it on his belt.
And
He puts it.
straps it to his arm.
Yeah. He holds it for a moment, then it's like, I will find a place. See you all in the morning.
Right.
I just stab it into my leg. That way I can...
Alright, I am.
It's storage. You can't get it if
I
it's
am
inside
going
my body.
to dismiss myself and go up to the bedroom early because I don't have anything
And
else to do.
try to get back to sleep.
No, I am going to craft an outfit, and then I'm going to go to sleep. So I
RG is actually going to call up saying, "If you want to sleep on the bed, go ahead."
Alright, what skill for weavers, Sally? Or what stat for weavers? Agility?
I would have a dex, yeah.
Alright.
Oh, you're doing your...
No, I'm just doing a outfit. I'm just doing outfits. Okay, so that one's a 12.
Yep, that's fine.
Yep. So I make a outfit. I have my weaver's tools allows me, if I have the material, I can make an outfit during part of a long rest. So I'm basically
Is this one of the fine ones you're trying to do, or?
yeah, it's one of the fine clothes.
Okay. Put fine. Mark it as sort of average quality.
Okay.
That's fine because it's fancy materials and design, but it's averagely made. Yes.
Yep, I'm gonna put it in loot for something that we can sell later because I can actually make us money by turning the cloth into clothes.
Because we have silk, don't we?
Yep.
Yes, that's what I'm turning.
Yeah, that's what she's using.
I'm sorry, good.
No, go ahead.
Once people start going up, I'm gonna let Enrin know. It sounds like we're gonna be heading out in the morning.
Yeah, you're finally off then.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make sure to have some nice stuff done for you in the morning, and we'll do our farewells then.
Okay, sure.
You sleep good, Carrick.
Thank you. You get some when you get, please.
What did you just say?
I said you get some too, please.
He gives you a tired smile and goes, "Yeah, I will."
Out of character, that's like I'll sleep when I'm dead. That line.
I'm used to getting really minimal sleep.
Right. So Gifton's going up to rest / craft. Carrick's up there. Corvus, Cassiopeia, RG, Valdia. Other party members are heading to bed.
Well,
I have a feeling.
I'm going to go clean up the stable and put away the stuff into the car wagon.
Mhm.
And just clean up, leave almost no sign
It's
of
the
being
Frankenwagon.
there.
Yeah.
The Frankenwagon, yes.
Okay, so you're going to clean up before going to bed.
Yes.
Okay. RG?
I was asking, wasn't Thaldir handing out the weapons?
I've been handing them out slowly, so
Yeah.
Okay.
going.
I was just checking on that one, but yeah.
I have.
He's just going to head up. Or RG's going to head up.
RG's not going to try to stop me.
RG's going to put on
Question
the knuckles
me
and then go, "Hey,
before
Gifton,
we
Not
leave.
yet.
slug bug, slap."
Okay.
She just thought, she intends to, but it's right now there doesn't seem to be a need for it.
Let me see. RG was in the same room as Thaldir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
in that case,
As was Carrick. You were all in the same place.
oh, we were okay.
Yes.
I thought we had a
I
second.
thought we had actually been split to 2 rooms.
Nope. Oh, you mean the sleeping arrangements? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carrick was
Um,
previously in the other room. He slept in our room last night, so
Mhm.
because it was Carrick and Horvis in the other room.
When I'm going to try to catch Thaldir before I go to bed, though.
Yeah.
One, get the dagger, and two, Thaldir, at some point in our trip, can you teach me Dwarven?
Well,
Get me started.
I'm a bit rusty. It's been quite a while since I've used it, and I'm not exactly up on the latest slang.
I don't
That's
know what
fine,
the
I
new
know.
kids mean about weird flex, but okay.
I don't understand what dab
Kept
means.
saying I was eating things or something.
But these
I hate
300-year-olds are so weird.
Gifton's already starting to help me with her language a little bit. I'm hoping I can.
I've taught
up
him
some more.
45 different words for butterfly.
The sad part is there's still more.
Yes, we're getting there. And that's the word I felt was the most important to teach you.
The sad part is it's the number of words for butterfly is almost as high as the number of words for firefly.
But neither of them reaches the words for shiny.
Although
A firefly and shiny do use some of the same words.
Yes, they do.
I'm not sure where we'll find the time, but perhaps.
We got quite a trip up, and there's lots of room. Lots of room in the world makes perfect sense. It's not where I went with that. Lots of time in between at the rests, because I don't think we're gonna be pushing that hard to get up there. Not like we were to get here. I'm hoping we don't get chased.
We'll try. We'll see.
Thank you.
Okay. So Carrick goes up to bed.
Yes.
Cassiopeia's gone to clean up into bed. Valdia, you're left on your own.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure I find Argy wherever she's gone. Make sure she gets her weapon.
Just throw them at her through the door.
Yeah, I'm just going to open the door, fling it at her head, and then close the door. And then I'll go sleep in the apothecary.
Yeah, you can easily find Argy's room. You can easily give her the knuckle dusters in as violent a fashion as you wish.
I'm
She
going
probably
to.
isn't properly translated. She'll probably just take him and stick him in a side pocket on the backpack or out of the way a bit.
I'm gonna go find Guardsman Henry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know about this hour. He's probably at home. You know where that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Knock on the door.
All of my dwarven speed, and knock on the door.
Okay, Henry's mother opens up the door, and she smiles brightly at the sound of you. Oh, Mr. Forgehammer.
I'm sorry to come calling so late, but I did need to speak to your son.
Oh, okay, well, one moment. Henry, one of your friends is here. And,
We're friends.
Aww.
and Henry comes out from what looks like to be a sort of dining room, and he looks surprised to see you, but he comes over the door. Mom, stop calling them my friends. Mr. Forgehammer?
Yes, I wanted to assure you that we'll be leaving in the morning.
Oh, you're going tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, could you stop by and see me in the morning, one of you?
If you wish, yes.
I'm gonna have a note prepared to take to the Shire Reef for you.
Of course, we'll make sure someone comes by.
Okay. He stands there a little awkwardly. Good evening to you, Mr. Forgehammer. He sort of straightens up a bit, as if trying to look professional and not intimidated by you.
You're going to do fine, boy.
Of course.
I'm sorry about the chaos.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you for helping.
You should take this then. I'll hand him the warhammer.
Okay. His eyes widen a bit, and he's as he takes it, his arms noticeably lower a bit, not expecting the weight of the warhammer. Thank you.
Use it only as you need to.
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you that. You are.
No. Yeah. Thank you.
He's gonna leave.
Okay, you leave him very bewildered at the object he's holding, not entirely sure what to do with it, but you have passed on the gavel, as so to speak. Okay, when you next return to town, you will find that Guardsman Henry has become a brutal dictator, smashing knees.
The whole town hobbles under his
all
oppression.
part of my
Stop
plan.
resisting!
The whole town hobbles under his oppression.
But he still hasn't stopped cracking his voice.
Yep. Okay, you head back to the tavern,
You are God!
or you're heading elsewhere.
No, I'm gonna head back to the tavern and go find a bed.
Okay, you can find a bed easily. And you all pass the night sleeping soundly.
Yay! I am immediately packing everything up and ready to go.
Yes. So, morning comes.
She's bouncing on top of somebody's face, going, "Come on, is it time to go? It's time to go."
I think be your face. You'd be the one that be in the bed.
Oh, also, Gifton, it feels a little awkward because your sleep schedule is shot, but I'm not going to impose any difficulties on you.
Well, I figure I'm also going to be napping on and off throughout the day,
Yep.
like depending on where I'm riding.
Yeah. Okay. You're all able to get up in the morning. You're all coming down to the same fucking tavern room because Jesus Christ, people. Edmund is there, and he's already gotten up himself, and he's got it looks like 3 large satchels prepared for you all, just cloth tied around certain food goods. A couple of cheap bottles of ale. Morning, folks. Yeah, got this to help you on your travels. Should see you good for a couple of days.
Thank you.
I'm going to start like digging through my bag trying to find money to pay.
This is far too generous. You didn't need to do that.
This is way too much for us. There's so much going on. No.
No, it's fine. Look, I'm not hurting, so don't worry about it. All right.
Argy's going to calmly take out a gold and put it down on the table.
Listen, you don't have to do that.
I'm
Argue's
doing.
gonna say,
I'm
"Look,
gonna do
listen,
the same, and I'm matching.
whether or
Archie.
not you take it, that gold's staying here. I'm not taking it with me."
Oh, thank you, folks. And he takes the gold piece. He nods frankly to you all.
It's interesting timing.
Bling. So, I guess it's a goodbye then.
Goodbye. Thank you for letting us stay in your house, or in She looks like she's not really sure how to
Tavern.
tavern. Sorry I had okay. Bye.
Don't. Also, there's a few boiled eggs in those satchels for you.
They boil them?
Yeah. And remember, you're welcome back here. So don't be strangers.
Absolutely, Unrin. Thank you so
I'm
much.
basically having this conversation right now with Dingus about
Yeah.
they boil eggs?
Yep. Now I see the rescuers down under.
Yeah, now you get the sort of mental image of, a fried egg but in water, and Dingus's confused meeping.
Yeah, I'm just giving the same look of I don't know. I don't know how they do that.
Weird how nature do that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we'll be back through here sometime.
I look forward to seeing you.
10 minutes later, oh shit, I forgot this.
By the way, I wanted to talk to this one NPC. We're coming back. We need to stay for another 2 days.
No!
As the GM goes, all of this has already been done. Go.
Unfortunately, there are still a couple of things to take care of. So, Faldia, speak up.
But
Yeah,
I'm going to try to get the innkeeper to shake my hand. aka I'll take his finger and give it a good.
Yeah,
shake.
he puts out his pinky because he's still worried about hurting you. But he does a little shake.
I'll try to give a firm one so that way he knows that
Yeah.
it's not that delicate, but
Firm grip.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna get on Dingus and I'll go wait at the cart.
Okay.
Someone's gonna have to go talk to the guardsman. He wanted to meet him. At least one of us.
I will take care of that. I'll see you outside.
No amputations.
Okay. So Corvus is heading off to Henry.
Alright.
Faldia, you have a cane and thing. I'm sure you want to do something with that.
Yeah, I was going to do it on the way out, but screw it, I'll do it now.
Nah.
I'll head to Elroy's.
Okay. Right.
'Cause
First off,
I love
we'll
the Jetsons.
we'll handle Henry first. So Corvus, you make your way over to Henry. He's at his little shed / guardhouse,
Mm-hmm.
and he looks like he's actually waiting for one of you to show up. Oh, Mr.
Good morning.
Adalas.
Adalas, yes.
Yes. Here. He holds out a rather thick folded sheet of paper that does have a wax seal on it, keeping it held shut.
Missive?
Take this to the Shire Reeve once hit Dolphwood. It'll explain everything that's happened here and your folks' situation.
Okay.
Word of advice: don't be brandishing weapons when you walk towards the gates of the town. Like, put them in your cart or something, because you kind of shouldn't be doing that.
Okay. I will relay that information. Thank you.
All right. Okay. He pops a little salute to you. Thank you for your assistance.
Corvus will do a salute from his garrison that he's used to. So he does it.
Yours is more proper than his is.
Yeah. Of course.
You scary murder hobos.
And Henry,
Yeah?
you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
I hope.
Oh, by the
that-
way,
We're always gonna have a fucking complex from all of us just comments.
yes, by the way, you can see instead of the short sword at his hip,
Mhm.
is a warhammer hanging.
Ah.
And it's like sort of yanking his belt down a bit.
I'm just imagining his pants are being pulled down a little bit.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, it's just going through the loop of leather that was holding his short sword previously.
Mhm. And the short sword that was nicked and tattered and
very dented. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his father's short sword.
He's been given the new weapon by someone much scarier.
Yeah. And you head back to the cart.
I will, but I will say that remember, if you hear war chants or the Goliaths, don't try to do anything.
I'll make sure everyone runs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just run.
Except for the man with the cane. He won't be able to.
Alright, so you head back to the
Best
cart.
of luck with Elroy.
Ominous. Yeah. Ominous warning. And that and speaking of Elroy, Valdir, take it you're taking the 2 items over.
That is correct.
All right. You approach the Elroy farm. There's no one outside, but there's the door. You rap.
Yes, I will knock. Not forcefully, just knock.
After a short while, Elroy's wife opens the door. Oh, yes. Hello.
Is this what you want?
I've
Not
already-
holding up the items, but
Yeah. I've already decided what I want. We'll be seeing him fine, but then we're leaving once she's able to travel.
Right. Good.
Thank you, by the way.
Don't.
No,
I didn't do
must.
anything worth thanking.
You did. You helped me get out of here. You might not think that, but you did.
I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out 3 gold. And, geez, that didn't work out right.
Oh no.
I accidentally gave myself 61.
A quarter.
I highlighted the gold, started to type in the new gold amount, and it somehow flicked over to the item right beside that.
Nice.
So it was like, you've got 61 hunting traps. And I'm like, oh god.
Well, you won't be moving very far.
Yeah.
Her eyes widen a little.
For the journey.
You don't have to. Really, that's too much.
No, it isn't. And leave these for him as well. Hand over the crush.
There's a bit of a little bitter laugh from her at the sight of those, but she takes them and puts them inside the door frame. For she tucks the gold away in her blouse, and she sort of leans down to give you a hug.
I will briefly hug her, but it's kind of stiff and
unpracticed, and
also I'm still wearing armor.
Yes, she don't care. You get the hug. Thank you again. Safe travels to you.
Mystery dwarf whose name I don't know.
Yep.
And I'll just head off.
Okay. She watches you go and eventually closes the door, heads back inside herself, packing her things, and you get back to the cart. You're all back at the cart, everyone.
And then we do a montage and we're in Dulwood.
And you are able to start traveling. Now, Dulwood is about 4 days away. Coracroft is between them. Are you going to Coracroft direction or the Needlewood direction?
Let's go through Coracroft's shortest distance, right?
It's the shortest distance, but it's less patrolled, bit more, less maintained, but it is shorter.
I think we're in something of a hurry.
Yeah, let's go fast.
Unless we have
We've been kind of lollygagging on a couple things.
Yeah, we'd like to go quick.
Okay. So you're able to journey along the shorter path.
Step.
I want to do some crafting stuff over those days, I suspect.
Yes, any of those days that I can craft, I would like to craft.
Okay, we are going to do 2 days to choreograph before we end. So if you want to give me 2 crafting checks.
Okay, I will do that.
When you all settle down for the night. Alright, that's lovely. And that's okay. Take 1 finely crafted set of fine clothes and 1 averagely crafted set of fine clothes.
Alright, so I will just increment my average and then add a finely.
Yep.
Since she's doing that, if Thaldir is willing to, would he have time to try to teach me stuff? Obviously, I'm not going to know it right away.
But... If he's willing, I will say this will take you months of in-game time to learn these languages, but you can start the process.
I will have to still go hunting as normal to roast us up some food.
Out of character, I'm making an excuse for technically at level 4 I gained 2 languages. At level 3 I gained 2 languages.
These days, at least a couple of days, you don't actually have to hunt because you've been supplied with quite a bit of food. That needs to be eaten.
Yeah, it needs to be eaten.
I will roast up some...
if you still want to hunt, though, you can have stuff to carry with you.
Yeah, I will roast up some base stuff. I'm not going to hunt actual animals, but I'll try and forage or something.
Yeah, edible plants, berries, that kind of mushrooms.
And yes, I will look for flower seeds. And a little flower if I can find one for her.
You can.
Corvus will help with that for his own means.
Okay, you want to do some gathering of your own?
Yeah.
No apothecary for you to rob here.
Cassiopeia, you can't do any particularly heavy work out here, but is there anything you want to do?
Not really. Most of the work is going to be heavy-duty stuff that needs a stable location to do.
Okay.
I'm going to be kind of putting off for a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have a question. There's that pouch that we know is magic.
Yes.
Would
you like to experiment with it?
I would like to experiment.
Okay. With a bit of experimentation, you find that it is basically a magic spice pouch, and seems to be able to produce spices magically at a not infinite, but each day seems to have a certain amount within it. And it's basically the spice pouch from Sanafars, so you learn all of that.
Once I just suddenly but I'm going to be able to make even better food now.
Yes.
Gifting.
Yeah.
I figured out what this is.
It's magic.
And I figured out what it does.
I told you it's magic. I did that.
Yep, but I figured out what it does.
It's a bag.
It makes spices, and I pull pepper out.
But it had spices in it.
Now we have to have pepper for a week.
Making spices.
Oh.
I pull out.
Can it make eggs?
No.
It can make eggs taste better.
Oh. Tell me more of this when we have more eggs.
Let's see. Does anyone experiment with the wand?
No.
Most of us are. I was figuring a pouch would probably be something safe to experiment with. Because, I mean, what could go wrong?
We already knew it was a pouch of spices, so, I mean, it was kind of safe. I think we've all decided the magic wand no one should play with.
That's dangerous.
That's flat on. We know it. For one, it looked like a wand, so we said no. Now we know it's
anything
magic.
particularly you want to do during the night?
The most she'd be doing would probably be practicing a bit with the iron knuckles, just getting used to the weight of them behind her fists.
Okay.
I just like you practicing with those.
So, on the second night, just a short trip from Coracroft, you've all settled down, and you do your various things. And Gifton, as you finish off your outfit and you're getting ready to actually sleep, across the road from trees and bushes across the way, you hear the sounds of roaring, and that is on this map where we're going to leave off until next session.
I'm going to say thank you, because someone got fucked in this to go in an extra hour early to work again.
Oh, we're ending early. This is the worst.
So, what day is that? I don't know for sure yet. The 27th, I may not be around because
There's
it's pre-release.
the weirdest thing visible on the map for me.
What is it?
Right here.
Yeah, there's a tiny little, tiny little bedroll. That was yours, but I'm having trouble moving it because it's so tiny.
Are you saying it was mine and it's driving you nuts?
Yes.
So,
It's appropriate.
All right.
Allie.
So, everyone else is handing in their homework, so you guys get an extra 20 XP today. Nothing particularly combative or so on happened tonight, so it's going to be a little bit of XP, I'm afraid. You'll get 100 XP for the night.
Is that so?
120 total.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Allie, I have a question for you. Not
Yes.
involving the game. Did you do a blue filter over this? Did you actually find one that had?
No, it's a nighttime map.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at. I'm like, I wonder if she did that herself.
I do have a day version of it as well.
Nice.
Nighttime. Daytime.
So,
Oh, there we are.
Since everyone is here,
Just gonna.
the 20th, I will not be available.
No.
20th.
That'd be 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks
Okay.
from now, yeah.
Okay.
And likewise, Allie, the 21st, I will not be available.
All right. In that case, on the 13th, I'll try and find a reason for your character to be out of commission for that one, and then I'll do a catch-up thing with you at some other point.
And then the one after that, we have to get
Well, I don't know yet. If it depends, my work schedule is because I personally prefer doing the midnight pre-releases on Friday night.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping I have a night shift on the 27th, and which would put me on the 26th doing pre-release, and that doesn't affect game.
Mhm.
That's what I prefer. Or I prefer maybe having the 28th, that Sunday, off, and then I can do the 2 p.m. one. But it all depends on how work schedule is. I'm actually lucky because I thought it was a week earlier. I thought it was 2 weeks from now, which causes other problems. By the way, if people don't see me around the beginning of this week too much, just message me if you're trying to find hold of me. My mom leaves tomorrow morning and isn't back until Wednesday, so I may be out with the fuzzball out in the living room more.
Okay.
Just so, but I'll try to
never
be on
forgive you
here.
for being gone.
Also, I apologize. I had not intended to end early, but my timing is off, and because of the previous fucking daylight savings nonsense,
That's
so
okay.
I miscalculated.
We've
And if
got
Blackie needs to sleep anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works out.
I don't know how long this inevitable combat will take.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tune your timing belt
Oh,
so that the timing works better.
Alright, I am stopping the recording.